love slut. Apply pressure, that sub button. No surprise, not subscribe, no low vibes. It's high times, it's Moxy Approved, Moxy the youth. You tuning in to Moxy Approved. Ooh, we got a problem, yeah, we raising the ceiling. You ought to know Buffalo, New York is up in the building. Bass on the track, you know well, it's gonna be a killing. Middle finger with my middle finger to the little singer that's stealing. Moxy Approved, ended with that water, damn rap, smoke these. Like Corey Holcomb, hate joke these. Roll them in blunts, we smoke these. Moxy Approved on the GOAT team. This is my new smoke screen. This is my new smoke screen. Moxy Approved, but your Moxy is used. I got my Moxy on 10, you got your Moxy on 2. Yeah, Moxy Approved, but your Moxy is used. I got my Moxy on 10, you got your Moxy on 2. Yeah, Moxy Approved.
How my hair look? Where my Wire fans at? How my hair look? How my hair look? How my hair look? Where my Wire fans at? How my hair look? Shalom. What's up, Sean the Dawn? We're gonna have a little bit of fun today. I would say grand rising to you, but it's grand rising to me. For y'all, oh, they over there putting in work, huh? Y'all make sure y'all double tap that that like button on the screen. We're gonna sit here and talk about a little bit of comedy today. Tony Hinchcliffe. I'm well within my realm of expertise to talk about this topic. Don't worry. If you're not a subscriber, you won't be able to comment. If you want to be able to talk shit about me, talk shit about my hair, let me stop cussing. We only a few seconds in. If you want to be at a roast or whatever, well, he said he's done. We're going to get into that. Not really. We're going to get into that, though. If you want to be at a roast me or talk whatever you want to say or whatever, you just go, I'm sorry, you're going to have to pay that tax. You're going to have to subscribe, I think at least 5 minutes. Ain't no way I'm about to let y'all come on here and talk stuff about me for free. Least you can do is subscribe. And all y'all that subscribers, man, do me a favor, double tap that screen so we can get more of us in here. I'm doing vertical live stream, so it's gonna be a lot of ops. You got some ops. It's gonna be some ops around, but most of them gonna have to subscribe. When sponsors pull out, it's a wrap. You know what? We might as well just go right into that. You know what? Let's do this. P. Morton, was good with you. Shouldn't be a lot of work on this stream. I got a subscriber mode only, so a lot of them only gonna be able to watch. Magnum VA, what's up? Okay, let's do this. Let's go into the clip. Because I brought the clip with me. I'm gonna have to get off a StreamYard at some point. But here we go. Let me play this. Let me make sure this ain't on the loop. Make sure it ain't on the loop. Okay, no loops. I got the ice pack on my phone, so it ain't gonna get too hot.
Where are my proud Latinos at tonight? You guys see what I mean? It's wide open. There's so many of them. It's absolutely incredible. Believe it or not, people, I welcome migrants to the United States of America with open arms. And by open arms, I mean like this. It's wild. And these Latinos, they love making babies too. Just know that. They do. They do. There's no pulling out. They don't do that. They come inside, just like they did to our country. Republicans are the party with a good sense of humor. It is absolutely wild times. It really, really is. And, you know, there's a lot going on. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah. I think it's called Puerto Rico. Okay. All right. Okay.
Okay. So, A lot of Latinos said that they are not playing with him. What's up with you, Alexandria? You know, I'm going to tell you, okay, let's start at the top. It's, you know, I haven't done the whole thing as far as looking at the sponsors. We got a Puerto Rican in the house. That's good. You know, first of all, they've been talking that kind of stuff about us for decades. There's a lot with this. That's why I'm glad that I'm doing this stream today. There is a lot with this. Oh, that's my boy C. Davison. This is his whole shtick, though. Yes, this is what he does. This is not nothing new for Tony Hinchcliffe. Everybody gets it. I'm actually happy that he went in on Latins like that. Look, they're trying to change up, and I'm not talking about Latins. I'm talking about just the way things are going. They're trying to move the goalpost again on what it means to be American. They built this country on that type of stuff. I'm not talking about we built it with our hands, but with the rhetoric and stuff like that. That's what they built this country on, right? Comedy is deep rooted in stuff like this. This is a repeat conversation that we've had on this channel before. Somebody that's in his own circle did the same thing against the black community, and a lot of us took it on the chin, and that's David Lucas, right? When I first started doing comedy, Tony Hinchcliffe is one of the people that I ran into. I'm very familiar with Tony Hinchcliffe. Tony Hinchcliffe is very familiar with me, the real me, not. I mean, y'all know Moxy, but like my government me, he knows me. Doesn't like me, and that's a good thing. The reason why is I hit back, right? I hit back, and in my particular form of hitting back, they're not too fond of it because there's some pride with my form of hitting back. David Lucas hits back, but not like me. You know, David Lucas took and takes a lot of their shit. And David Lucas is gonna be a millionaire. So, I don't think being a millionaire is the end all be all of everything. For a lot of y'all will put that over it. Y'all will put that over a lot. Let's just be real, right? So, David Lucas is winning. To get to the point of what I want to say is whether this, I think the bigger problem is whether they should have had this at a political convention. I think that might have been a mistake. But other than that, I'm just going to come out and say it. I don't see nothing wrong with this. I don't see nothing wrong with this. Everybody has been talked about in a comical way, right? I think the problems is they don't allow people to hit back the way they should be able to hit back, right? For those of y'all thinking that Tony Hinchcliffe is finished, no, he is not. You can multiply that times 100, 1,000 if Trump actually wins and becomes president. Comedy is changing, and I'm going to come out and say that I don't like what they're trying to turn it into, and I don't want to live in that world, and I don't want to live in that type of society where we can't joke with each other. For me, maybe not for a lot of y'all, for me, I find a lot of common ground with different races within comedy. You know, I had a guy on here not too long ago, Daniel Beard from Australia. He came in here talking a lot of shit about me, about black people didn't know me from what they say, what's that term? They didn't know me from a can of paint, right? I talked shit about him. What happened? You know, we ended up laughing at each other, and I like him being on my page. I even know about this guy, not his huge personal life, but I even know about, like, he's in China now. I know about this guy's personal life. He comes in here on this, and it started with racial jokes. He said some bad shit about me. I said some bad shit about him, and that was it. We became virtual friends, if you could say that, right? I think that's missing. Y'all younger cats, y'all don't. I ain't gonna put this all on you because y'all really are taking the pretense from the Democrats. I will get political on this and say the Democrats are more the people that don't want you to talk about certain shit. But see, the Democrats are full of shit. They're full of shit. When them transgenders go out there and make jokes about other people and people come at them, they protect them. They're full of shit. Everything they doing is for an agenda. The Republicans are too, but their agenda is more relatable for a lot of moderates such as myself, right? But they full of shit. So a lot of y'all Gen Z folks are following what the liberals are doing. We have to protect the LGBTQ. So you got to watch what you're saying. And see, they're trying to keep the same energy all around where you got to watch what you're saying about them. You got to watch what you're saying. I don't want to live in your world. I don't want to live in your world at all. I don't want to live in that world because what it's doing is going further out from comedy. We seen this whole thing, and I ain't gonna really talk heavy about it, but we seen this whole thing with not too long ago. They was taking pages, they was striking pages. I got a strike on my page for saying something that I totally went through in my real life. I got a strike on my page for talking about jab accommodations. They struck my page for that. Community guidelines. And I literally followed everything I did in that video and got jab accommodations on my job. But just the fact that I put the information out there, they struck it. They struck it. So it goes further past comedy. Comedy is the last. In fact, now I know what kind of because I need to do another upload soon. I think I know what topic I need to talk about. I think I know. But Patrice O'Neal warned us about this years ago. He warned us about this years ago. How's it going? No, it's okay. He warned us about this years ago. And what I mean about Patrice O'Neal warned us about this years ago is it was a period where everybody went after Don Imus because Don Imus was talking about black women. He said them nappy-headed HO motherfucker taking pictures and shit. I hate when they do that, man. Just come up and ask me. But Don Imus was talking about black women, female basketball players. He was like, look at all these nappy-headed 304s, but he said the H word, right? A lot of us didn't like it. A lot of people didn't like it. I thought it was funny. He probably shouldn't have been able to say that because he's an old white guy. But you want to know how somebody like me would think that is funny and it's okay, and how Patrice O'Neal said the same thing? Well, let me get the mic. Let me talk about your stank holes that don't like washing their legs and smell like burnt bologna, right? You got to keep the same energy. Got to keep the same energy. Now, I'm not going to go in on Puerto Ricans because Puerto Ricans are not Mexicans and Puerto Ricans are not Dominicans. And what I mean by that is they're more inclusive with the black community. They're more inclusive as knowing who they are. A lot of them will tell you they know they got African roots. There are a lot of them that are racist, though, that want to be included as white people. There are a lot of them that are racist, right? So I'm not going to go on them like I would go on a Dominican. If he said that about Dominican, this would be a savage live. I would double and triple down on what he's saying because the Dominicans are so disrespectful toward people that look like them. And I really don't know why they're disrespectful, because if you know what they got going on in their country, if you know their economic value, and if you ever want to equate their disrespect, you'll fuck their community up. You can fuck their community up, but they're very disrespectful. When it's like, wait a minute, I'm supposed to let these motherfuckers that's taking bird baths in their country. Bird baths, literally. No running water, no none of that shit. I'm supposed to be respectful for them. And they talking about my community. I can't stand their accent, but this is going off topic. He wasn't talking about, he's talking about the Puerto Ricans. But what people are not understanding is this is American. This is American. America was built on hatred. Wait, what the fuck? Okay, that's from, I thought, all right, never mind. Water dripping on the table. I'm like, how is my legs under the table when I feel a drop of water? Where is this coming from? It's okay. But America was built on this shit. It was built on this shit. Now it's done carried over to, look, they do the same thing in movies. They do it a different type of way. When you see them 12 Years a Slave and all the movies, they are dogging you out. But what they do is they put they put premises around it. and graphics around it, and they make it a powerful story. But when you really dig deep into it, you see it's lightweight disrespect, you know. And what it is blacks, we've been going through this the whole time we've been here. And when them other races go through, they can't take it. They can't take it. You know, when you listen to some of this kind of, when you listen to this kind of stuff, it could be hurtful, I guess, if I was Puerto Rican, but I can't relate to it because I'm not Puerto Rican. And what I mean by that is they done did us way much worse than that. And we barely get people canceled. Man, Trump went on there and said something like that about another country, and it wasn't no joke. Remember, he talked about them African countries, and he said they're shithole countries. That wasn't a joke. He said they're shithole countries. You know, so I think what people are not understanding is to be included into this American shit, you have to be allowed for people to talk stuff about you. And what I mean American, I'm not like these other Negroes, right? Some of these other Negroes will include themselves as American. I know I don't equate what they mean when they say American. American is really white racist, right? That's just what it is. Oh, you disagree? Oh, then you don't know what your anthem is. Our national anthem is a diss song way worse than Not Like Us. They took the verses out. They took the verses out. This country is literally built on the hatred of us. It's literally built on it. It was built on our founding documents. It's built on our national anthem. Our national anthem is a fuck black people diss song. Literally. So, you know, it's a nasty history. They're trying to, the only reason they're trying to separate themselves from that history is because they don't want that energy put on the transgenders. That's the only, I'm just gonna be real with you. The only reason they're trying to distance themselves from that history is they're trying to push forth this LGBTQ stuff. They can't tell you why you know, don't talk about this centaur. They can't tell you don't talk about this centaur if they got a statue up of a dude that's celebrated for all the blacks he killed. But the history is so ingrained on it, they got thousands of statues to get rid of. They're never going to get rid of all this shit. This country will be gone before they get rid of the hatred of this country. They want to try to teach it differently like they're doing in Florida. But then you have moments like this where his head going always, his head is going to always appear. It's going to always, no matter how much you try to submit America's racist head in water, it's going to always jump at this sometime like, no, because that's what the spirit of this country is. And you can't redo, the only way, rebranding ain't going to work with this country. It's going to have to be destroyed and rebuild. And if they get destroyed and rebuilt, it won't be America anymore. So as long as it's America, this is just what it is. You can complain about it. Tony Hinchcliffe ain't going nowhere because he's white. And what I mean by that, it ain't just a color thing. What I mean by that is they support their bullshit. They support their bullshit. Other communities, if I say something on here, why you think I'm protecting my government name? If I say something on here and they like, okay, look at this YouTuber, small YouTuber that got 50,000. Look at what he said about people. Here's his real name. Don't give him a job. Y'all niggas ain't gonna come and save me. Y'all gonna be like, man, it's fucked up what happened to Moxy. I used to enjoy that page, but man, he talked too much and they got rid of him. That's messed up. How many of us have this happened to? Look at Young Pharaoh. Niggas ain't hold Young Pharaoh up after that. Niggas on drugs. Niggas ain't reaching out to him like, hey, man, I think you need some help. Niggas ain't reaching out to him. It becomes a story for us. It's almost laughable for us. White people don't do that. When they in trouble, all they got to do is put that GoFundMe link up. Nigga, motherfuckers becoming thousandaires and millionaires from getting in situations like this. David Lucas, a lot of y'all didn't understand why did not apologize. I saw that whole play. He actually lost some fans off of it, which he probably got back now. But David Lucas lost a lot of fans. You want to know why David Lucas lost a lot of fans off of that? Because he was implying that he was going to apologize. Them white people were ready to throw him all kind of money, and eventually they did. Eventually they did, because he did an apology and he erased the apology. They almost was like, you fat N-word, I was about to take care of you and pay your rent for the next year, but you're taking your words back. They support that shit. He's gonna get bigger. And oh my God, if Donald Trump becomes president, you might as well say he's gonna be the head comedian writer for the next 4 years. Does he get a pass by him being a comedian, allowed to say whatever he wants without repercussions? No, he's not getting a pass for it. He's not going to be on mainstream media, but this is what I realized a long time ago. Mainstream media don't count anymore unless you branch under the nose and you're trying to get your message out. Don't count anymore. Don't count. Mainstream media is copying this now. Mainstream media, it used to be a time where online was so much further underneath mainstream media. It's like a footstool. It's starting to switch. The only people that's keeping mainstream media afloat is our parents. We don't want our parents to go, but when our parents is gone, that's gonna be it for cable TV. That's it. And they know that. That's why, look, even in my sector, you see why I went to documentaries. You see what I'm talking about? I gotta take editing classes to upgrade my productions, to make it look, make sure it looks like it can compete with Hollywood, because now they're stepping down into YouTube. So now content creators like myself, we got to be able to compete with Hollywood, because they know where this is going. So now they're bringing their big time productions down here to YouTube. That dude ain't going nowhere. You ain't gonna see him on mainstream media. You ain't gonna see him on the Jimmy Kimmel show. He don't need it. Oh, y'all don't know that he sold out Madison Square Garden just maybe a couple months before that? He sold it out. He sold it out. He ain't going nowhere. Don't give him no venue. He'll go buy his own venue and sell it out. And at the end of the day, all them folks, what they want money. He can go up there and tell jokes about World War II, right? And then he'll go get another venue. And guess who'll be the one to broker the deal? They will. They want that money. He ain't going nowhere. He ain't gonna pay for that. Okay, Target ain't gonna sponsor his next shit. Who gives a fuck? Martha is. So he ain't going nowhere. I'm actually glad he did that. Man, let all these races feel this shit too. I didn't hear the watermelon joke. All you gotta do is tell me it's a watermelon joke. I was on Kill Tony 2-3 times. They tried to come at me on all that. I was fucking them up with white people jokes. All right, funny. Okay, get him out of here. He can't hit back like that. And it's cool. You see what I'm saying? I can't look. I'm gonna stay quiet about that. Yeah, I'm gonna stay quiet about that. But he's not going anywhere. He said nobody likes racism. White people do. They love it. They love it, except for when somebody talking about them. Then they can't stand it. It says all these major corporations are on TikTok and on YouTube. That don't mean nothing. He's at the point. First of all, he's at the point where he don't need nobody. He don't need YouTube. The only platform he just needs a platform where he can put a link out and everybody can get it. And he already got that with X. He already got that with Twitter. He already got that with Twitter. So he don't need none of that shit. White people are his sponsors. That's all he needs. That's all he needs. It's a question. White people love racism. Yes, they do. They just don't like it when people talking about them. Some of them can handle it. And I'm not gonna lie. The Republicans can take it. The Republicans can take it. That's a lie. The Republicans, they kind of like you talking shit about white people. They got their lines too, but they kind of like that. See how you can say anything about Puerto Ricans and blacks, but you say something about the Khazars, it's over. Facts. Well, we know about that. I'm starting to be more settled about that because none of us are big enough to take them on, but the entity that's going to take them down, the whole world going to watch it, you know, and the entity is going to take them down is, you know, the things that's being misrepresented. My God is going to take them down. My God is going to take them down. Um, and that's for him to do. That's a battle for him to do. He actually is the one, because our ancestors did not do right by him. He put them in power, right? So that's the one that's going to take them out of power. So I kind of fall back on them because that's a battle you're not going to win, because you're literally going against God. God has certain stimulations and requirements to get rid of those folks. And when we meet those stimulations and requirements, he's going to get rid of them. He's going to get rid of them. But that's not my battle. That's why I went off of that. I could have lost my page a year and a half ago. I went hard on them folks. Then I started to see, through my own research, I started to see, well, I'm kind of going against God going at them. Are they God's folks? No. They are a group of people chosen by a God, but the God that chose them is not my God. The God that chose them is at odds with my God, right? The God that chose them is trying to replicate everything my God is doing. The God that chose them is not omnipresent like my God. So what does he do? He has all these cameras around, because that's the only way he can be omnipresent. That's their God, right? My God don't work like that, you know? But my God put them in power because of how we responded. He gave our ancestors a lot of opportunities. And they didn't listen, you know? But that's only for people that believe and know what I'm talking about. That conversation ain't for everybody. So I'm not gonna go too deep into that. You know, just trust me, their day is coming. The only thing we need to do as people is pray that you're gonna be alive to see it. Their day is coming. He said, I didn't know Puerto Rico actually have a massive garbage issue. I was surprised it was a joke, but it's a real problem. I don't know about, okay, I guess that was a double entendre he used as far as them having is this girl digging in her butt in front of me? That's just as good, man. Never mind. I shouldn't even brought that up. Um, uh, I didn't know that Puerto Rico had a garbage problem like that. So now the joke even becomes funnier because it's a double entendre. It's a double entendre. I get it. But yeah, Puerto Ricans, trust me, that's one little joke. Who cares? Who cares? You ain't got a whole system against you. Some of y'all can pass as white. I just don't think that y'all like it because y'all feel like you're getting singled out when you don't understand. Everybody that's American go through that. Welcome to America. Have a seat. Welcome to America. Have a seat. I'm happy he did it though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm happy he did it. Everybody need to get that smoke, man. Why is it just for us? Everybody need to get that smoke. If anything, it might mess with them on election day. Hey, they let the dude go up there and do them jokes. I still don't think it's gonna mess with them because you know how a lot of them people feel. Let me tell you how wicked some of these people feel. Not all of them, but I know this. I've been around these Latin folks. I'm gonna tell you how crazy it is. Some of them people feel. Some of them people feel for them to be included, and we got that in our community too. They call it house niggas. We call house Negroes. Some of them people feel for them to be included that they need to go out and vote for them folks. No, I heard it. I heard it, and I know it was just a joke. And look, I voted Republican. It's a lot of them that feel like that. It's a lot of them that feel like that. Let them, man. Look, this shit is nasty work, man. And it ain't like. I gotta go off topic a little bit because I wanna get this out. I don't care if another YouTuber steal this because they've been doing it. I want to get this out. You got to understand this shit. A lot of this shit is built on lies. Most of this shit that we go on is built on lies. It's all built on lies. And I'm going to prove to you why it's all built on lies. A lot of this shit, a lot of the moves that this country make don't make sense. Y'all don't understand it because it don't make sense, right? You know why it don't make sense? Because they have us living in lies. Meanwhile, the moves that they're making is built on truth that they know that most of us don't know. We'll break it down for you. Oh, I'm gonna break it down for you, right? We don't understand why America didn't help with World War II. When Russia came in there with World War II, and y'all need to do your research. They taught us in school that we won World War II. No, we didn't. They begged America to get involved in World War II for years, and we wouldn't. We only went and did that D-Day shit when they made a mistake and attacked Russia. That's when we figured out, okay, they attacked the wrong country. Russia's about to end them, right? So then we came over there when we had a straight up mission that we were on. We was in there to try to so-called get Hitler and get all his scientists. They went in there, they got a lot of his scientists. They did that whole D-Day thing. And then right after that, guess what they did? They went over there to Israel. And guess what? A lot of us didn't understand that. Like, wait a minute, we were supposed to go over there for World War II. How the fuck, what are we doing over there in Israel? Don't understand it, right? Because you don't know what's going on because you're going off the lie. Them knowing the truth, we can't really push white supremacy unless we get the world to recognize who God's people are white people. They are going off the actual truth of what's going on. Meanwhile, we're going off the lies. So we don't understand why this shit is happening when they know the truth and why it's happening, and they're reacting off the truth. The same thing is happening today. We don't understand why they're doing this. We don't understand why we're giving this country money, because we're being fed the lies and their actions don't really equate with the lies. But once you know what the truth is, you start understanding, okay, this is why they were doing that. It's a little bit too much, man. I'm gonna stop right there. There is no such thing as the Middle East, man. The Middle East is a made-up term. Israel's connected to Africa. They did a man-made canal called the Suez Canal and gave it some term to manipulate people and don't think it got nothing to do with Africa. Israel's connected to Africa. They didn't even have sunscreen back then. So there's no way that anybody back then did all that shit, didn't have no color. They didn't even have sunscreen back then. There was no sunscreen. So it ain't. Now there's other reasons why they got them white people over there, because they want the base over there. Some of y'all think it's for oil. It ain't even for oil. Do y'all know that we produce more oil than anybody? They did it to weaken Turkey. Maybe that's not the reason why they moved over there, though. It goes back to what I said. You cannot have white supremacy. You cannot have people worshiping these people if you don't have a group of people that they're saying are from God. But then when you really look at the story, none of it makes sense. None of it makes sense. Then they start talking about science and shit like that. Listen, let me tell you something. I'm giving y'all these talking points. Don't listen to me. Google whatever I say and look it up for yourself. Don't listen to me saying that the Middle East ain't real. Google and find out where the Middle East term came from. Don't listen to me, because when you talk to these folks and you debate them, I don't want y'all to be like some of these FBA folks that be taking Tariq Nasheed's talking points, and then when they actually get into somebody debate them, they get fucked up because they don't really know the talking points. Google everything I'm saying and learn it from yourself. There is no such thing as a Middle East. It's a term some stinking white dude made up. It's a term he made up. It's not real. It was something else I was going to bring into this. We produce the most oil, so oil is not even the reason over there. It just goes back to what I said. You can't have people worshiping. You can't have white supremacy reign unless God's people are being recognized as white. Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. The scientific. Then they'll talk about, oh well, we did this. First of all, they don't even allow DNA testing in Israel. It's forbidden. And then second of all, if they come at you with some type of oh, we did this scientific test, tell them this. I can get my money together and I could pay for a scientific test. Don't ever trust none of their science. Don't ever trust none of their numbers, none of that. And I'll give you a good example of this. It's all bullshit. I'll give you a good example of this, right? The whole cigarette cancer community. Do you know in the 60s and 70s, they pretty much put to rest that cancer was caused by cigarettes? You know why? The cigarette companies went and paid for their own scientists to do a whole scientific research experiment that said cancer ain't got nothing to do with cigarettes. It was science. They paid for it. They paid for it. The only reason why they came out and said that, okay, cigarettes is causing cancer because so many people was dying, it came to the point that it was clear that it was cigarettes causing cancer. That's when they had to go back and say, okay, cigarettes is causing cancer. If we never put it together on our own and cigarettes was causing cancer, they'd still be trying to tell you that cigarettes are causing cancer, and they will point to the scientific experiments that they did. Don't ever trust their science. Don't trust their numbers. Don't trust them. Don't trust them. So we just living in a world where you just gonna have to sit back and watch and try to keep yourself as wholesome as possible. And I don't know about you. I hopefully want to be here when I see all this shit in, when I see people start to pay. I ain't got no problem with none of these people. I ain't got no problem with branch under the nose. I ain't got no problem with them European Jews. I ain't got no problem with none of them. Because I know at some point all this shit, it's a waste of energy. Sometimes I do get caught in my feelings. I ain't gonna lie. But at the end of the day, it's a waste of energy. Because the person that allowed this to get like that, the entity that allowed this to get like that is gonna be the entity that's gonna come back and destroy all of this. But going back to Tony Hinchcliffe, hey, I appreciate what he did, man. Okay, I got 2 super chats. My fault. Let me get to these, man. Carlton Way, $2. I appreciate you. Bet Lapel, I appreciate you also. You know, she said branch on the nose kiss me every time. Yeah, I ain't got no problem with them folks either. You know, I actually think though that comedy could bring us together more than it could tear us apart. The only thing I don't like is these people that's in control of this, they don't like it being equal. They don't like it being equal. They don't like, you can't tell me one mainstream black comic that's making jokes, that's being popular about making jokes about white people. That's why they X me out of a lot of shit. You can't tell me. There's not one mainstream comedian that name me one. They call it old school now. I used to tear them motherfuckers up. I still do tear them up. They call my jokes old school now. But their jokes about other people, about black people, about Puerto Ricans, it's not old school. But our jokes about white people is old school. You can't name one. The only one I'm gonna say that's anywhere near that, even he done fell back a little bit, is Dave Chappelle. He done moved his shit on to the LGBTQ shit, the branch under the nose. And he got some, I don't know, he got some weird shit going on with that community. I'm just gonna say it. He got some weird shit going on with that community. A lot of his openers and the people that he was on a roll with and the people that he's spending a lot of time with are branch under the nose. And they're not funny. They're not funny. He got one dude, I ain't gonna say his name, everybody know him. He got, this nigga's so mid. His hair is literally rainbow. And all his fingernails are all painted. That don't matter. His comedy is mid as fuck. It's mid as fuck. So he got whatever he got going on with that community, he done moved his jokes over to that. But as far as like mainstream comedians, ain't no more mainstream comedians. They X us all out. Like I could do about an hour, 2 hours on them. Haymakers. Anybody that see me perform? Haymakers. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie. The Republicans can take it. They actually like that. But what you got to do to keep them, what you got to do to keep the Republicans cool about them jokes is you got to talk about your own folks too. I'll go maybe 10, 15 minutes on my own folks. And I'll do 45 minutes about them. And they okay with that. As long as you do some folks about your jokes, everybody got to get some of the smoke. Everybody got to get some of the smoke. Everybody. Right? You can't just go up there and just do jokes about white people. That ain't gonna work either. But I don't like this world that's coming to where you can't do jokes about people. Only thing I will agree with is that might have not been the stage for him to do it at. That might have not been the correct stage for him to do it at. Other than that, I don't see nothing wrong with what he did. Period. And y'all, those of y'all that disagree, you're gonna see real soon how you're wrong. Y'all gonna complain, and I'm gonna tell you what. If I'm around, I'm gonna call you out. I'm gonna call you out because if you cannot, I'm gonna tell you the world that we live in, and it's just real. Take it or leave it. I'm gonna tell you the world that we live in. If you don't like him doing those jokes, don't complain when they do some more of that jab stuff. And the people that talk about it, they take their channels down. You start talking about, they don't want nobody saying nothing. Don't complain when you put up comments and they take your comments off. Some of y'all complaining about y'all put comments on my channel and they getting hidden. I ain't blocking none of your comments. I don't touch that shit unless you going down there saying the N-word. I don't care. People talk about my hair. I leave the comments up. The last video I did about Kendrick Lamar, I had a whole bunch of extreme left liberal black women come on there and call me all kinds of names. I kept the shit up. I kept it up. But if you are going to actually add my second page, because eventually they're going to come for this one. I'm going to stop doing lives on here, man. I'll put too much work on this page. I'm not going to let lives destroy this page. But I'm going to go back and say what I was saying. If you have a problem with Tony Hinchcliffe said, other people said, and those type of jokes, Dave Lucas and all that, if you got a problem with that, okay, fine, cool. Don't get mad when they hide your comments. Don't get mad when they don't want you up there saying and you're part of the problem. It was your voice that was heard. Now your voice is getting put on you and you don't like it. Oh, he need to be canceled. He don't need to be saying this. Right. Okay, right. Now when they pass another law or some shit like that and you don't like it, you need to keep your damn mouth shut. Patrice O'Neal warned us about this years ago, and I got it. Some of y'all got mad at me. I'm going to say every quarter, I put out one video that y'all really don't like from me. Some of y'all unsubscribe. Some of y'all don't never subscribe back. Y'all just come back and enjoy my content and ain't never subscribe back. And that's okay too. Because my page ain't meant for you. My page ain't meant for you. I say that a lot. I'm going to stop saying it because I'm going to let people start figuring out my page ain't meant for them. Instead of telling them that, I'm going to start letting them figure it out. I built my page on the energy of this stream right here. That's what I'm building my page on in front of your face. Because one day, people are going to really appreciate a platform where people can speak, hear both sides. And I'm becoming a sacrifice on it. I put up one video that I didn't like that interview they did with Kendrick Lamar. Now I'm a Kendrick Lamar hater. I done did 20, 30 videos about Kendrick Lamar. I do one video that I don't like this. Now I'm a Kendrick Lamar hater. It ain't really about that. It's about, I'm really about the freedom of speech. I'm really about free thinking. In fact, my next stream I'm gonna do is gonna be about that. I'm gonna go through some of these comments that people said. I actually had a black woman come on there and say, "You're the reason why we can't beat." This is nuts. This is nuts. I had a woman on there say, "You're part of the problem that we can't beat white supremacy." People like you have a problem with people talking about femininity. You have a problem with men expressing their femininity because you can't take something different. And that's the attitude of why we can't beat white supremacy. It made no fucking sense whatsoever. Whatsoever made no sense. But we have a problem with other people. I had people say because I didn't like that whole gender ambiguity, which I didn't say I had a problem with it. I just said it was a part of it was a part of bigger problem of masculinity. I never came at Kendrick Lamar about that. My problem with Kendrick Lamar is he allowed that conversation to go down a certain type of way, and he had to, because at the end of the day, he's a part of Hollywood. He had to. But people just saw that I had gay clips going on for that. They didn't even get the message. The message was, it's a problem with masculinity being attacked. You're not allowed to be masculine. You're not allowed to be masculine. But if there's anything I want y'all to get out of this stream, I want you to get out the fact that if you don't like those kind of comments, you're gonna have to watch your words. You gotta watch your words. It may not be against Puerto Ricans. It may be against the jab. It may be against a law that they passed. You gonna have to live out what you pushing out. You're gonna have to live out what you pushing out. If you don't want people to make jokes like that, then the next time they do something on jabs, you're gonna have to keep your damn mouth shut. Period. You said masculine equal logic. Yep. But they don't want that. They don't like that. They don't want that. Those were mostly far left black women coming at me on that. It was mostly far left black people, right? The same folks that'll say men need to open up to their femininity and all that will be on the streets with a gender fluid dude and they'll both get their ass beat. I know. Look, I dated a white girl when I first went to New York. I dated this white girl. She was probably about 10 years younger than me. She was like 34 or 24, 25. She's like 10 years younger than me. I was like 34. This was a few years ago. I was like 34, 35. This chick really got into that gender fluid stuff and I stopped fucking with her, right? I ain't talked to that girl for a year and a half. Right before I left New York to move to Thailand, she heard about it, started texting me and was like, I was totally wrong about you. My masculinity was a problem with her. She's one of them new age bitches, right? She started dating some black dude because she liked black dudes. This was white broad. She started dating some black dude. They was real in gender fluid shit. She wrote this big long ass message to me when she was like, you know what? I find out that he was a bitch. And it was two of us in the same relationship. So, you know, I got a lot of backlash from that video, but I'm okay with it and I like it because I realized a lot of them women that were talking shit about me and was saying, well, I'm too masculine. First of all, they started going at my hair and shit. When they started talking about all that masculinity, I started realizing these broads probably got a single child and they probably raising up a branch under the nose child. And at the end of the day, them women are going to be put in situations where they're going to need masculinity, and it's not going to be there. It's not going to be there, or they're dating another woman that's masculine. Just is what it is, man. Masculine men, we're going to have to stick together, especially if Kamala Harris wins. We're going to have to stick together. It's going to be even worse. It's going to be even worse. You say he probably couldn't have killed a bug, and that's when she realized he wasn't a man. Well, no, she told me. She told me they got their ass beat in a New York bar. Both of them. Both of them was like this. Nigga tapped all into that femininity, but when it was time to bring that masculinity out, he got that ass whooped. Got that ass whooped. So I'm not, look, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It hurts my heart to hear black women talk like that. It hurts my heart to hear black women talk like that. But they gonna learn. They gonna learn. I don't care, man. I get a broad from somewhere else. I'm not letting nobody. I got another stream I'm probably gonna do. It's later today for me, but it's gonna be tomorrow for y'all. I'm gonna do a stream about O'Shea Duke Jackson. O'Shea Duke Jackson actually getting tore up right now. But it's another conversation going on where it's talking about FBA delineating, and this shit is just getting crazy, man. This shit is getting crazy. But it's a topic out there going on about FBA delineating, but you're not allowed to talk about delineation if like you're leaving America and shit like that. And some of that shit I agree with, and some of it I don't. Some of it I don't. It don't matter where you go. It's just that O'Shea Duke Jackson was the perfect person for them to talk about with that. He was the right target. Someone like me wouldn't have been the right target. He was the right target because he had a history of talking bad about black Americans. He has a history of talking about that. So he was the right target to use on that. Somebody like me, they could try that shit on me. It ain't gonna work. So he got in an argument with a woman. Let me guess. She wished she had a good old masculine man to protect her. Yeah, well, she got to we going back to the white girl. She got to a point where she appreciated, where she learned there's actually appreciation in masculinity, right? Them women that want men to be feminine like them, they want it to be like that because they want to be equal as far as when it comes to criticizing them and when it comes to approaching them, they want it to be equal, right? But them same women, the same women, just like what they said to me on there, them same women, when they really want to offend you, the first thing they'll do is they'll call you branch under the nose. I figured that out when Kevin Samuels here. I figured that out. You talk all that shit, but then the first thing they got to say about somebody is, oh yeah, but he look like he's feminine. Well, like, wait a minute, you double talking now. And Kevin Samuels made a good point. He was like, yo, where's the LGBT community coming at to silence these people? These people is calling me gay and all that and everything. We're the LGBT community, but it's a double standard that gotta stop. It's just a double standard. It's a double standard that gotta stop, man. But yeah, I'm gonna do a live stream tomorrow about this shit that's going on. Because this FBA shit, I ain't gonna get on that topic now. This FBA shit is double standards. It is. It's double standards. The point of the matter is, until the dating scene, until the dating scene for Black Americans get back to where it was, to where I don't think it'll ever get back to where it was. Can't nobody tell anybody who they need to be with, who they can't do this. You know, that's why I don't agree with Dr. Umar, right? Do I date snow bunnies? No, typically not. Have I dated snow bunnies? Yeah. Do I plan on having a kid with a snow bunny? No, I don't want no kid with them. But I ain't telling dudes not to fuck with snow bunnies. And how the fuck he gonna tell you not to date? Listen, man, don't listen to anybody telling you to do something if they can't show you how to do it. You want me to repeat? Don't listen to anybody telling you how to do something or what to do if they can't show you how to do it. I sit here, I talk to y'all about comedy and stuff like that. I can show you how to kill a stage. I can show you how to kill a stage. This motherfucker will tell y'all you can't be with this and can't be with that. Okay, brother, show me how to love a Black woman. Show me how to love a Black woman. Show me what that looks like. He can't show you what it looks like. He can't show you how to love a Black woman. He got kids with Black women. He ain't with them. I'm gonna repeat it. You heard it from over here. Don't listen to somebody telling you telling you what to do if they can't show you how to do it. You can't force men to be with this and be with that. And you're not forcing me to be with somebody that's gonna cuss me out. You can't. He said, say it 50 times like Dr. Umar. And one thing about him is you can't listen. You got to look at who people's base is. He talks all that shit because he has to talk all that shit. Because that's his number one base. He ain't getting a lot of money from the Negroes. The women are giving him the money. So he got to talk like that. He can't talk no other type of way. His money will go. His money will go. So, you know, he be on there wolfing his mouth about that shit. He just need the right person to ask him, hey man, when you gonna show us how to do it? He up there trying to fuck with that, what's that broad name? Literally a Black prostitute. What's that broad name that he been fucking with? I don't like, she teaching other women how to be nasty sluts too. I forgot her name. She got the whole fake lips, big black. Imagine that a black woman that got to take fake shots to fake lip shots. That's her name, Sukahan. He on there messing with her. She ain't changed her name. I kind of want to say it, but I don't know if I should say your name because I don't know what it means. People be on here getting you to say shit, and after you say it, you be like, damn, what did I just say? Usman. I'm afraid to say names on here. Yeah, you got it. Suki. Yeah, man. I'm just telling y'all, I get why he doing it. I'm just telling y'all, don't take him serious. Them the people that's paying the bills. Them people that's paying the bills. So he got to talk like that. It's where his money coming from. But I'm not trying to tell brothers who they need to be with, stuff like that. I ain't allowing nobody to tell me who I'm with. I had people mad that I had an Asian chick on here the other day talking that shit. Well, I thought it was B1 and shit like that. It is B1. What you mean? Oh, because it's B1, I gotta be piping down a black woman while I'm in Asia. I gotta give somebody my kid that, you know, because the thing about it is I love black women. Black women don't like me. It's just what it is. I love black women. Black women don't like me. I don't make enough for them. Period. The ones I like, I don't make enough for them. I could make up to 200,000 last year. I made $200,000 a year. This year I ain't made shit. I'm building a business. Black women don't want me right now while I'm building a business. They want it after the business is already built. They want it when I have 150, 200,000 subs. And if they think they gonna get me to be like that, nah. They gonna have to bring something to the table that's gonna be able to equal what I'm bringing to the table, because that's what they actually that's not their standard. Their standard is you got to bring twice as much as what they can bring to the table. I can't change them. I'm a masculine man. I'm a leader. I'm not waiting on none of them. I'm not. But ain't nobody gonna tell me I can't be no proud black man if I'm not with no black woman. All they gonna tell me is I don't support you, I don't support your page. Goodbye. Goodbye. Do you think black men shouldn't marry white women? No. I am just not into that. I'm first of all, I love all women. White women is a little bit different. That's a little bit different. Do I look bad at a brother if he get with them or whatever? Not really. Not really. I actually feel sorry for him more. I probably feel sorry for him in certain aspects, but I don't think that look, until some shit in our community get corrected, I don't think it's right as black people to tell a black man what they can do with their dick. Period. I'm not the dick police over here. It ain't no different than a branch under the nose. That goes against my personal beliefs. It goes against my spiritual beliefs. But I can't tell no other man what to do with his dick. Nor am I intimidated by somebody like that. I don't care. They can come have a seat right here. That's what they do with their dick. Got nothing to do with me. You know, if I made this a religious page, yeah, it's obvious stuff I would have to talk. But this ain't no page built on religion. I have my own personal beliefs that I spew out sometimes from time to time. But I ain't built my page on that. They welcome over here just like anybody else welcome over here. And I look at it the same way with black men that's in marriages with white women and have mixed kids and all that. I don't look down on them or anything. That's the choice they made. Our community is real messed up. Our community is messed up. And I know, like, I'll tell you this. I'll tell you something about myself. Let me be careful on how I tell y'all this. with me, a lot of this shit ain't gonna work because of who I was raised by. And what I mean by that is, my parents, my mom and dad did not have a big hand in cultivating me and how I deal with women and stuff like that, or even getting to know who I am as a person. They were just on some stuff where it's like, we gonna raise you. And, and I'm not saying my parents are bad for that, because I'm finding out a lot of y'all parents is the same way. But my parents was on some stuff to where it's like, when we gonna raise you, and when you get 18, you got to get out of here. That's how my parents was. My mom used to, this is one of my jokes. It's a joke. It may not be funny to y'all, but I find it funny now because I happen to be her most successful child. But my parents, on my birthday, I didn't get no cake, no nothing. You know what I got on my birthday? I got a happy birthday, but I almost said my name, but a happy birthday, Moxy, and I got a countdown. They might have brought me something, or maybe bought me a pair of sneakers. Here you go, happy birthday, here go your sneakers. 3 years left. 15, happy 15-year-old birthday, Moxy. Here go some sneakers, there you go. 3 years left. That's what I got for my birthday, countdowns. Because when you get to 18, you got to get out of here. They didn't cultivate me. You know who did? You know who did sit down and have a conversation with me about women? My grandfather. And my grandfather is old school. My grandfather was born in the sharecropping and all of that. He was the one that sat down. Well, how you feel about women? Have you talked to a woman? Da-da-da-da-da. The first time I ate a woman's pussy was outside of my grandfather's place when I was 15 in Birmingham, Alabama. But this is the thing. This is the dark thing about my grandfather. My grandfather ain't take no shit. He was old school, right? My dad, hey, if you trying to get my attention, you are. Don't talk shit about my family. All right. I'm on here sharing stuff with my family. You've been down there trolling. I know you know how I'm talking. You've been down there trolling. You've been roasting and all that. That's all good. Don't put my family in this. I'm gonna have to block you. Last warning. You've been down there. Keep doing your roasting jokes. We all looking at it. When you say something funny, I'll recognize it. But one thing I notice about y'all folks, when you do the roasting shit and people leave y'all alone and it don't work, y'all cool. But then y'all start going to breaking the rules because people ain't giving y'all no attention. That ain't my problem. You go ahead and keep roasting. When you start talking shit about my family, I'm gonna block your ass. But the dark thing about my grandfather is he ain't take no shit and he was old school. My dad had to go down there because my grandmother was afraid at some point. He's talking about pulling out a gun on her and all that. He ain't take no shit. Am I like that? No, I ain't never put my hands on a woman like that. But since he was the one that approached me first and really talked to me about the relationship between men and women, I do have it ingrained in me to where I don't let nobody talk no shit to me, especially no woman. I don't let her come at me a certain type of way. I'll have a heart attack in the way America is going right now. The way these women on there talking shit to men, I'll have a heart attack. I can't do it. I gotta get out of there. You know what I'm saying? I have a heart attack. I have a heart attack. With the way these women be talking to niggas, I have a heart attack. I can't do it. I can't do it. And it ain't like I don't talk to women like that. So why I gotta let a woman talk to me like that? I don't complain about it. I don't do none of that. I go places and I deal with women who don't talk to men like that. And I have the right to be like that. You're not gonna force me to get no relationship and get no situation with some woman that's gonna talk to me any kind of way. You're not. Because there's other things that come along with that. There's other things that come along with that. You want to know what else comes along with that? Feminizing men. If and when I ever have a kid, you know how the rules are gonna be in my household? I think the woman needs to be more closer to the girl, to the daughter. Yeah, I think, and I know C. Davis, he's still in there. He probably got a lot more experience in this because he has a great nuclear family. One of my moms in here, he probably got better stuff to say about this than me. He got more experience. But what I would do is the women will be more into, I would have my wife more into, how can I say this? More into disciplining the girl. The boy, Let me be, as far as like, you not saying that my wife couldn't tell my son what to do or nothing like that. But when it comes to like that strict discipline and maybe possibly having to put your hands on your kid, let me do that. Let me be the one to do that, right? When you have it to where you have the woman, correcting the kid, beating on the kid, cussing the kid out, you're feminizing him. You're making him feminine. And I have people in my family that are flat out branched under the nose, and we all saw it happen right in front of our face because his mom was beating the crap out of him. We just didn't know what was happening. But at some point, he had to surrender to her, and he became her. She beat him so bad that he had to surrender to her. Her likes became his likes. Her movements became his movements. She beat the masculinity out of him. He surrendered everything. He liked the kind of niggas that she like. So I can't stop it. I got a little YouTube page. But this feminizing, especially black men, they targeting black men. And Judge Joe Brown said it correctly in that Kendrick Lamar video I did. They going after the young black boys because the young black boys got the more influence because the young white boys gonna follow the young black boys. And I'm seeing all over cross seas. Whenever you see American branch under the nose, whenever you see American branch under the nose being promoted in these other countries, you see them being promoted through us. So yeah, I love Kendrick Lamar. But yeah, when I see him getting in conversations when they talk about bringing up gender fluidity, yeah, let them other YouTubers be quiet about that. I ain't gonna be quiet about it. This dude just came off of one of the most popular cultural songs in the history of hip hop. And his next interview after that, they bringing up gender ambiguity in there. That ain't no red flag to you at all? I had to make that video. And I don't care how many far left black women got mad at that. They would call and say I'm gay, I'm projected. I don't give a fuck. Your son gonna be sucking dick. Period. Yeah, and I said it, I'm gonna say it again. A lot of them women that got a problem with me saying something about that gender ambiguity and all that, your son's gonna be sucking dick. Man, these eggs be making me sick out here, man. I feel like I'm about to throw up. I ain't getting no more eggs out here, man. Real talk. I ain't getting no more eggs. Especially right now. I feel like I'm about to throw up. I'm good on the eggs. They don't have a problem with it. And you know what the crazy thing about it is? When they get upset with you, though, that's the first thing they'll call you. That's the first thing they'll call you. I'm not going to even talk about, I ain't going to even talk about how most of them is raising up kids. I don't even talk about how most of them is raising up kids shooting the shit out of your kid. I'm not going to even do that. And the only reason why I ain't going to do that because it's two sides of that story. You know, it's two sides to that story, man. And I'm not going to put that all on black women. But black women have a big, huge part in that. Huge part in that. You know, just that whole system is fucked up. What's up with you, Rogish? But yeah, they out there clapping, folks. A lot of them be kids raised by a single mom. A lot of them be that. And I ain't gonna put it all on a single mom because y'all dudes out there getting them pregnant. And there's so many ways for you not to end up in that situation. I had a situation like that not too long ago. I ain't gonna lie. A mistake happened. And when the mistake happened, I kept going on with that mistake. Right? But then the next day I woke up. And I was like, man, this is a mistake. Do I really want a future with this type person doing this type of stuff? No. All right, let me go ahead and go to this pharmacy. Out here, I'm gonna buy a whole bunch of them. I ain't gonna lie. Out here, Plan B costs 50 cents. American money. 50 cents. 50 cents. I'm buying like 100 of them joints. It costs $50 in America. It costs 50 cents out here. I had to go run to that pharmacy. You know, a person was like, "What's this?" I was like, "This is what I need you to take." Like, I don't know if I want to take it. I was like, I know what makes you move. I know what makes you move. Here. Let me shell you out. What you want? Here go $50. I gotta watch you swallow it though, like in prison. I gotta watch you. I gotta watch you take it. I gotta watch you drink it. I gotta go like this. Let me see under your tongue. That broad was kind of upset, man. I don't care. Hey, no, I had to do it. Because if something like that did come out, you ain't gonna do right. You ain't gonna do right about it. You ain't gonna do right. And that's not abortion. It stops them from even getting pregnant. It's not abortion. It stops them from getting pregnant. I ain't never had no girl get an abortion. I got one girl pregnant. She had a miscarriage. Never stopped them from getting an abortion. But I had to think about it. I'm like, this ain't the right person to do this with. And it's gonna cause me a whole bunch of problems. Then I'm gonna want to come and gonna want to blame her and blame all this when it ain't really her fault. Yeah, she kind of got me into that, but I'm the one that had to go all the way through it. I'm the one that had to not pull out. Me. Sorry, how can I undo this? All right, and I had to bring my pocketbook. All right, well, let me see. Let's go ahead and negotiate, man. I need you to take this pill. Oh, you don't want to flat out take it? Oh, I know what moves you. I know what moves you. I don't know why you had a problem with a chick taking Plan B. Religion, spirituality, all that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. They don't even get pregnant. They don't get pregnant. It stops them getting pregnant. You ain't killing nothing that ain't never had a chance to form. I'm not with abortion. I'm not with that shit, but it's not abortion, man. Once it becomes a fetus, it's abortion. It don't even allow it to become a fetus. It stops all that from going down. The meeting don't never take place. The club is closed. Club is closed. $50, that's it. Yup. 50 cents. Yup. Probably less than that. It costs. Let me do the numbers right now. I might be off about that. I might be off about that. It's something crazy low like that. Let me do it. Okay. 30 baht. 30 baht. 100 baht is like $3.50. That's like 100 baht. It's like $3.50. So 30 baht. That's got to be 1/3. So that's like $1. It's like $1. It's like $1. The chick really liked me and I didn't like her like that, especially not fresh off divorce. Right, you got smart about it. It's not an ideal situation. And see, this is the thing. Guess who's gonna pay for that? Guess who's gonna pay for that? That child gonna pay for that. That child gonna pay for that. You got niggas out here. Out here partying. You know what I'm saying? Out here with all these 304s and all that. The kid back at home with the mom and all that. They don't never see him, nothing. They just a check. Kid got to pay for that. Why the kid got to pay? Because you wanted to fuck. That's another reason why I ain't got no kid now. I want to be in the best situation to give them a good life. I don't want them to become no burden, no pain on nobody, like how I felt when I was a kid. I felt like I was a burden and pain. Like I felt like, damn. What did I do to make my parents mad? If I knew they would get mad like this for me being here, I probably wouldn't have came here. It was times where felt like they was really upset that I was here. Like, damn, I got 4 more years left. That's how it was. What kid wants to go through with that? Oh, but I be getting looks sometimes. Most of the time, people give you angry looks. They don't like getting the angry looks back. Yeah, that's so hard on the kid. I would never put no kid through that. I'd never had no kid to be doing some fucking countdown when they get 18. 4 years left. Like some Busta Rhymes or some shit. I'm about to do no shit like that to no kid. I mean, I'm proud to be here, whatever. I'm not doing that to no kid. That's just me. I want a kid to know, even if it was an accident, they ain't gonna never know it was an accident. But isn't it bad waiting too long to get a kid? If you're in your 40s, then you'll be 70 when they are grown. Yeah, I mean, it's certain things like that. You're right, but I don't look. My dad had me the end of his 40s. Any problem me and my dad got ain't due to his age. I'll just tell you that. It ain't due to his age. I'll just say that. But you're right. I guess you can get to a point where it's not ideal, but you also have to understand, ain't nothing ideal. Dating in America is not ideal no more. So yeah, you're gonna have 60-year-olds, fathers to newborns, because first of all, dating is new. Dating is only about 60, 70 years old. That's back in the day, was no dating. These cats went to school together or something. The guy talked to the mom talked to the guy. They made it went to the movies one time or something like that, or went to go get milkshakes, and then that was it. That was it. All this shit that they got going on now and this dating, this shit is primarily new to our society. It is. But that's not the way in the history of man that we was linking up. This whole shit where it's like, don't focus on no man, focus on getting a degree. That's like 60, 70 years old. Women wouldn't do that in the 50s and the 60s. My husband was 43 when we got married, and now we have 2 kids, so it's not that bad. It ain't, but it's not normal. Look, a nigga like me, no kids, not married. That's not normal for my age, but guess what? 50% of the men my age is like this. None of this shit is normal. None of this shit is normal. It ain't normal to tell no child worried about putting yourself in college debt, don't worry about no man. That's not in the history of mankind, as far as like us meeting each other and procreating. That's not normal. That's not normal. That's become normal now. And the typical way of building a nuclear family is no longer normal. But that all goes along with it's gonna come a time where good gonna become bad and get bad gonna become good. We're definitely in that era now where good is bad and bad is good. I'm gonna have to move over here, man. So it is what it is, man. I don't know about y'all, but I be getting anxiety from this shit now. I feel much better because I ain't had a vape in like 2 weeks. I'm gonna keep going. Finally stopped taking that vape. I'm gonna see how long I can last. They say the withdrawal effects go away from 3 weeks to 90 days. So hopefully I ain't got to go through these withdrawal effects that much more and shit. Waking up in the middle of the night. Felt like you slept 2 hours, found out you only slept 10 minutes. Sonny said, this is the second time you came up my feed. I was trying to tell you something. Said, been in that era for a while now. Yeah. It's not a good era to be, it's just not I'm gonna tell you right now, this era sucks to be a masculine black male. And I'm not even gonna act like I'm a super victim or anything like that, because I'm not. I'm doing pretty good in life. I wish I was part of a previous generation and not this generation here. I don't like none of this shit. Can't make jokes about nobody. Everything is an issue. Everything is a problem. Everything you're doing as a black man, as a group, is getting looked at. People talking down to us. You know what I mean? Neither one of these factions that's trying to get in the White House really give a fuck about us. I'm talking specifically to black men. straight black men. Neither one of these, the Democrats can't stand us. Democrats can't stand us. Republicans are okay with us as long as we stay in whatever code they want us to stay in, which is non-combative toward their bullshit. But neither one of these administrations give a fuck about us. Yeah, why do you think we have so many children with genetic issues? Because women wait and have geriatric pregnancies. Yeah, that's a fact. Talk that shit. Talk that shit. That's a fact. And they having kids at an older age. You know, you got Janet Jackson having a kid at 50 something, right? Then you got people like Ebony Williams. I can't stand Ebony Williams, man. When I found out who she was and saw how she was, I was like, man, that's enough for me. Never forget color, forget race. That's enough for me to never date an American woman ever again. That's enough for me to date well, she went on there. What's y'all big mad at? I don't want none of you. Basically said everything other than I don't want none of y'all niggas. This shit is not normal. But she can't hold on to nobody. But the shit was directed at us. It wasn't directed at white men. It was directed at us. But she came on there talking like a nigga. And guess what? Every time they have somebody on there, especially on that mainstream media, they're convincing another younger woman that that's the way to be. So yeah, man, I'm not no passport, bro. I'm not none of that. But I'll be all of that if it means not trying to tell no black man what he need to do with his dick. I ain't with that branch under the nose shit. I don't think that's the answer. Ain't no production out of that. But hey, you can't even really talk bad about that shit. I ain't even gonna talk about that. That ain't. There's no reason to even talk about that on my page. Be honest with you. But yeah, I'm not no dick police. I'm not trying to tell no man what to do with their dick. How am I gonna do that when these niggas is getting robbed in courts? How am I gonna do that? And the shit that really upset me is the shit that I heard not too long ago. When that, I'm gonna repeat it again. I'm gonna keep saying it about that black man that owned that restaurant. And he was like, I'm starting to see a lot of black women bringing in white men here. And he was like, that's not no problem. You know, you see that often. I've been seeing that shit starts in LA and New York and passes on. I've been seeing that in LA and New York the last decade. When I was living in Brooklyn, I saw way more black women with white men than I saw black men with white women. I saw way more. Way more. Way more. And I'm gonna tell you this the difference. And I can only speak for myself, right? I can only speak for myself. I've dated many white women, right? I have never, ever, ever in my life allowed a white woman. They have asked me questions. They've asked me questions, right? But it better be a question. It better be a question. I have never let no white woman that I was dating talk bad about black women. They can question me. Well, how come they like this? Well, how come they like that? If I can answer it, I'll answer it. I'll be like, well, you know, this, that, and the fourth. And sometimes I'll even take up for them, especially New York black women. I'll be like, well, it's kind of hardcore for them, so they got to be a little bit masculine than other people. I'll take up for them, you know, in certain incidents. But I never let them disrespect black women. I have not met too many black women dating white men where I didn't have to go through some disrespect to them. And I already told myself the next one would try to take his head off, because the last one got me real good. And I let him go because of the black woman. That's it. I done gave him too many strikes. That's it. Hey, I gotta stop telling these people our code words, man. I ain't got no problem with Athena, but eventually somebody gonna come over here that's gonna try to get my channel taken. If they can't figure it out, don't tell them. That might not be Athena, but eventually one of them liberals gonna come over here, act like they gonna come in here. They're gonna start talking all positive like they one of us, and they're gonna be like, what PFD mean? They're gonna be like, what this mean? They're gonna screenshot it, and they're gonna be like, this dude is doing this and doing that, and they're gonna send it to YouTube, even though that's not what I'm doing. But that's what they're gonna do it. So you gotta stop telling them. If they can't figure it out, it ain't for them to know it. It ain't for them to know it. I'm telling you, that's how they put shit together like that. They don't do what other people do. When they see pages that talk and they don't like the way they talk or whatever, they don't move on. They sit there, they do the Karen shit. They sit there, they start taking screenshots, they start taking comments. They put together a whole PowerPoint on your ass. And they present it. They spend a lot of time. They don't want us talking. So you gotta stop telling them. Stop telling them what we talking about over here. If they can't figure it out, it ain't meant for them to know it. Branch under the nose is something that comes from the Bible. It ain't something that I made up. And it's not talking negatively about anybody in any other community. Let me put that out there. These people got a plan for me. I'm trying to tell y'all that. That's why I be telling y'all to add my second page. They got a plan for me. And they not playing. They not playing. They tried to hack my page the other day in real time. They was watching me and they was trying to attack my page while they was watching me. They tried to hack my page, literally. You ain't gotta believe me, but trust me, you ain't gonna feel as bad as me when you wake up one day and my page is gone. Cause some Karen came on here, did a PowerPoint, some shit like that. Give me a second, though. I gotta take a piss. Hold on. Listen to my boy Big Bass. I'll be back in a minute. I'm gonna let my boy Big Bass. Hold on. Let me see where we at.
Praise God, Bohinde! God bless you, Carl.
Now, you see, Father, Master got us working on Sunday. I just want to know who go to hell for it.
I think you'll be okay.
Good.
Tula, won't you join us in Holy Communion?
I'm no longer interested in anything your God has for me.
When hip-hop started, it's Latino and black. Hip-hop, we created just us. We ain't see you in the back of the bus. Black and brown, what? Nah, you ain't fuck with us. Outside, watch ride, yeah, get in touch. Watch from the sideline, cosplaying us. Till them cops roll up, just start the bus. Wear your homeland clothes while you dressing like us. Till your money grow up, now you holding nuts. Everybody wanna play us, till it's really time to be us. Fleeing niggas, feet in the dust. Funeral procession, just us. Reparations, cash payment, baby, just us. Who you think built this shit, just us? You was in your homeland, you was getting fucked. We was shedding blood fighting here, just us. How you think you got here, nigga, just us? Caribbeans and Africans, you ain't doing much. Ain't nobody hating FBA, we doing us. They be doing us, you be doing us. Now you talking like you the ones who made it up. Nigga, we special, got the guy like touch. People wanna dance, even vibe like us. Till it's time to stand up and die like us. Ain't nobody story who survived like us. We are Americans, we are inheritors, ancestors' children. The land of the slave, ever brave architect, we built the buildings. When they speak of the scriptures, yeah, we are the children. FBA all day, remember the blood that they spilled. Rock and roll country music, just us. The very first cowboys, nigga, look it up. Rewrite history, they wanna type it up. Flood us with these immigrants, they wanna white it up. Colonizer rap, who control the image, huh? Ain't no message in the music, so we get stuck. So if it's stuck, then it's stuck. When you play with devils, then you end up like Puff. Brother, ain't no love, you become a porn fluff. Now you do the biddings of the ones who broke you up. We call it bug breaking, you the one that's played the buck. Nigga, you a cuck, if it cracks like a duck, then nigga, it's a duck. Funeral procession, just us. Reparation, cash payment, baby, just us. Who you think built this shit? Just us. You was in your homeland, you was getting fucked. We was shedding blood fighting shit, just us. How you think you get here, nigga, just us. Caribbeans and Africans, you ain't doing much. Ain't nobody hating FBA, we doing us. They be doing us, you be doing us. Now they talking like you the ones who made it up. Nigga, we special, got the guy like touch. People wanna dance, even vibe like us. We are Americans, we are inheritors, ancestors' children. Land of the slave, ever brave architect, we built the buildings. When they speak of the scriptures, yeah, we are the children. FBA all day, remember the blood that is spilled.
Fatima, bless you.
I won't be no more. I can let your hammer ring. Go down.
Fuck Joe Biden.
I like that.
Yeah, no need to apologize, new mind. You ain't know. I gotta keep reiterating that. Either I gotta keep reiterating that, or I gotta stop using the code words. I'm probably going to at some point end up going to stop using these code words because I'm realizing something. I'm realizing, in a way, I'm running into the same door that I'm running into Hollywood, and it kind of make me feel bad about some of the moves I made in Hollywood, but not really, because I know even if I went through a couple doors, I know what the last door is about. But it's pretty much, if I can just let, you know, if I can just not worry about this whole dissent that's between disdain that white people have for me, if I can just not recognize it and ignore it, I can make millions of dollars. I could have made millions of dollars. I can still make millions of dollars in comedy. You know, I can make millions of dollars on YouTube if I'm willing to just ignore it and just make content. And if I'm willing to broaden out my content, which I probably will do that at some point. I probably need to do it now. It's probably the perfect time now to broaden out my content, to make it more than just for us. But the thing about it is, these people, it's hard to do that because I'm unapologetically black. They don't want, you see, when we allow them to be in here, they'll be cool for a while, then they'll just start talking shit. And it's just like, you know, if I can just get past that, I can make a lot of money on here. I don't know too many. The only person I know that has over 1 million subs that's talking this talk is the African diaspora, but they shit ain't just for American blacks. They made it for everybody. Other than that, I don't know too many black YouTubers that's talking that talk, if any. Y'all can put me on to some of them. I don't know no black YouTubers that's talking that talk that made it to 1 million subs. All the rest of them black YouTubers are house niggas. They're house niggas. That's why they get put on. You know, they get millions of subs talking that dumb talk. So a black person be sitting there just drinking water, and a cop will come in there and shoot them to shreds, and they'll try to figure out some way that the black person was wrong for drinking water. Well, they should have known that drinking water is a code that you don't like white people in that city. Yeah, I'd never be no Officer Tatum or something like that. You know, them cats got pure hell waiting on them after that. Very lucrative, but they got hell waiting on them when this is done. They got hell waiting on them. I can never go that route, but if I just broaden out my material, I know I can make a lot of money on here. I probably fucked up a brand deal from talking this shit to y'all. Sonny. I think I know who you are, Sonny. You always come back every few years. I think I know you in Pasadena. You know, you ain't got to come in here talking all this shit in my IG. I mean, in the chat. You can just hit me up in IG on my Moxy Approved Instagram. Hit me up in there. I know who you are. I know your son. I know your daughter. I know all of them. I know your mom. How you doing? Okay, you got my attention. Just hit me up on IG. I'll probably be in LA in the next few months anyways. Hey, let me shut up. I be talking too much shit. I want to see if you kept yourself up. Yeah, hit me up. Let me see if you kept yourself up. I did. I'll give you that same action in LA if you kept yourself up. You're not on there. Well, get on there. Get on there. I don't know what to tell. I don't have the same numbers probably that I had back in those days. But that's probably the best way for you to get in contact with me is through IG. All my Facebook, I done locked all that shit up. People coming off on YouTube trying to find me on Facebook, I done locked all that shit up. So the only way you can really get in contact with me, or Twitter, Moxy Approved Twitter. You can inbox me on Twitter. Or you can email me, MoxyApproved@gmail.com. There you go. You ain't got to put like all that shit you putting in there. Oh, Thanksgiving and da 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 da. I don't really want to get into these kind of conversations on my live. I'm very well. I think I do remember exactly who you are. And now that I think about it, I remember why I stopped talking to you, which is really, yeah, just inbox me. Don't be up in here talking all this shit. I do actually. I remember why I stopped talking to you, which is actually a good reason to stop talking to somebody. So don't do that up in here, all right? Like, don't do that up in here. We all make decisions, right? We all make that. Anyway, how long I've been going on here? Hour and a half? Shit, I might be good enough. I'm gonna finish this toast and shit. I swear, the ugliest white people in the world always got to look at me a certain type of way. And you know, I'm a nice person. I don't look at them the way they look at me when I can. I mean, this is an ugly bitch that just looked at me like she had a problem. And if her body smelled anything like her face looked, it's like, what the fuck is your problem? Them the ones that get under my skin, I ain't gonna lie. The horrible looking white folks that look at me like there's something wrong with me. Because I don't look at them like that. I just let them go about their business. Oh, thank you for the $10, new mind. I appreciate it. Once again, oh no, I'm just gonna shut up because anytime somebody donate to me, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. You ain't got nothing to that wasn't really to you, that was to everybody. Because if you didn't do that, somebody else would have did that. They kept asking, but a lot of our code words, many of them we can figure out if they just chill out. If we don't say nothing. A lot of us, maybe the PFD is a little bit tough for them. But a lot of the other ones, they can figure out if they just chill out. They can figure out. But I'm telling you, one day, even now, one day soon, they coming on here trying to take my stuff away. I just made it through 2 years of them. I just went through 2 years of them demonetizing every live, going on there saying I was talking bad about kids, saying I had butt naked people on there. Any lie that they can do to get my videos demonetized. They actually did me a favor because they did it so much that now YouTube finally treats my live streams as innocent until proven guilty. Because they did it so much, they were treat my live streams as guilty until proven innocent. I had live 100,000 views and I only made $10 because they demonetized it. And by the time they went through it and found out I didn't say nothing, there was no more traffic on it. No more traffic. So I'm just, there's no way that y'all would know all this shit just from being on my page. So I have to keep reiterating to y'all, but you didn't do nothing wrong. And I appreciate you, man. To be honest, I never knows the racial division on my white privilege and started wearing hijab and was perceived as being not white. I didn't notice most racism around me because I grew up taught not to. Yeah, see, this is the thing, and this is what you got to realize. You'll never know how bad it is because you can take off that hijab and go back to your regular life. You'll never know how bad it is. Even with that, you only get a small sense or a small taste of it, but yeah. And in the court system, it's not even that bad for you too, even with the hijab. You'll still have your back in many things in the court system, and I'm not worried about it because the same privilege that y'all have is going to be the same thing at the end of the day. It's going to kill y'all. It's going to take a while. It's going to take a while. Says, hello, Moxy. I wonder how the media types would react if they heard the racist jokes that myself and my Chinese wife say to each other. She's hilarious. She roasts me every day. Yeah. Yo, man, I got this Thai girl. I be telling jokes about her people all the time. She be laughing at it. Like, it's not, even when I talk like Thai people, I got to watch the jokes I tell when I get home. Because when I talk like how these Thai people talk to me, they're going to say, like, it's racist, and it's not. If I'm going to do an act out on how these people talk, it has to be accurate. It's not going to be funny. They don't talk like me and you. They don't say, what is your name? They say, name you. That's what they say. So you mean to tell me if I do a joke and I tell a story about me and what happened to this Thai girl, this is exactly what's going to happen. I'm telling y'all what's going to happen. And when a Thai girl come up to me, she said, hey, name you. I say that, they're going to be like, it's racist. But that's what they're going to do. It's like, look, I know what I did. I know what I did. Like these cats thought I was stupid, and now they know I'm not stupid. I told them, I said, look, you talking to one of the funniest dudes in the New York comedy scene. I said, look, I'm about to start putting all my attention online because I know whatever way I got to do it, got to get a crowd online because this is not going to work for me. I tell anti-white jokes that's just supposed to be funny. They're going to shut me down everywhere. Not only do I look good, it's hard to follow me on stage. They're going to do anything they can to make sure that I can't get my voice out. What I have to do is it has to be another way. It has to be another way. And that's how I got YouTube. I can't tell you how many comedians like, oh, they used to make jokes. They used to make jokes. Like when I first started getting popping on YouTube, they used to make a lot of jokes. People used to say, well, he started to do his thing on YouTube though, but yeah, he a comedian. And then after I kill it, they would come off the stage, yeah, everybody like and subscribe. They used to make jokes like that. Then when I come down, I'll be like, okay, y'all trying to turn me into a YouTuber, but y'all can never call me a YouTuber until you can consistently follow me. Then they hate you when they say that. But yeah, they talk shit about me. Oh, he's on that like and subscribe shit. Now guess what? Now all of them trying to get an online following because they know you can't just stick with the clubs because when you make jokes, you get canceled for the smallest thing. You get canceled for the smallest thing. But I hate it that it's like that. I hate it. And the fucked up thing about it is it's only going to get worse. It ain't going to get better. It's only going to get worse. Tell them Blanca sent you. You fresh off that Tony Hinchcliffe ass whooping, huh? You said you can't get mad when people call you, hey, I got something for you. You Puerto Rican? I got something for you. First of all, I have some Bashura. Yeah. I got that. Unfortunately, I can't do what y'all do with this and just throw it there because these people get mad at me because they're very clean out here. So I can't go, huh. But this is what I can do for you, my Rican friend. Remember Donald Trump? He throw the paper towels. Spin. I got a paper towel for you. I'll perform on here. I'm performing for you right now. He said nobody's getting mad at it. It's just lame. His delivery sucks. His delivery always sucked. The joke is all right. I ain't gonna call it lame because you have to understand roasting. You have to understand roasting. And what I mean by roasting is it's just like battle rap. They're very similar. And with roasting, to get points from roasting is three different ways. And I say this because I'm a judge of roast battles. It's three different ways, right? You got with disrespect, and you got a straight up joke that's funny. And then the third one is when you got disrespect and it's funny. The third one is the killer. It's kind of hard to beat it when it's disrespectful and it's funny. But you can get points off the first two. The reason why I say that it's not lame is because it was just flat out disrespectful. And in roasting, you get points off for that. It's just flat out. The same thing with battle rap. You don't even have to have a bar in battle rap. Like Arsenal, some of y'all may know battle rapper named Arsenal. Sometimes he don't even have a bar. Sometimes his shit just be flat out disrespectful. When he talk about sometimes what he gonna do with your daughter and shit like that, it don't be no it don't be like no PDF stuff. It just be disrespectful shit. It just be disrespectful shit. And it don't be personal because nigga don't know your daughter. But he'll say something like, I go into your crib and things about to get remedial. I walk into his crib, I put my dreads in your mom's grits, and I take a shit in your daughter's cereal. Like shit like that. It's not really a bar. It's just disrespectful. You get points for that. You see what I'm saying? You get points for that. So what you see, he said, Blanca sent you. Arse is disrespectful as fuck. He gets points for that. He's the most disrespectful battle rapper of all time. We get points for that. It's not even a bar. It's just disrespectful. And I love that shit. I love it. I love it. I love it. Especially when it's my turn. Just like telling Blanco sent you. He got disrespectful. I didn't complain. I said, okay. And I knew he was joking. It wasn't nothing there. I said, okay, now it's my turn. Let me get disrespectful. I ain't told not one disrespectful joke towards Puerto Ricans since I've been on this live. He gave me the opportunity, though. He might not even be Puerto Rican. But he opened the door for it. I'm about to get me a sundae. Hold on one second. I'm about to get me a sundae. Oh shit. I scared the shit out of this Asian chick. Every time I go to the bathroom, she'll wait on me to come out and she'll go, I finally got her. I got her back this time. She started laughing. She said, I'm strong. It was funny. The problem I don't like with people is when they think that they can be disrespectful and can't nobody be disrespectful back. That's when it becomes a problem. And I will tell you with like this, yeah, Tony Hinchcliffe could get like that. Yeah, he can get like that. I don't think he'll be like that now in a public forum. If you just came out with some ultimate anti-white jokes in that Tony Hinchcliffe show, I don't know if he would push you up, but he would allow it. He wouldn't. He has no choice but to allow it. Technically, if you did that, he's supposed to push you up, supposed to promote you. I don't think he would do that. That's the whole point of that shit. I will give you all that. That's the whole point of that shit. They supposed to be able to come like that, and you have to come not as bad. You can't rebuttal them as harsh as they saying to you, as harsh as they coming at you. Like, yeah. I will give you all that. Yeah, they are sort of like that, which is unfair. But they'll let you get your jokes off. They'll let you get it off. I was gonna kill Tony like twice. If I ever go in there again, he'll probably be more disrespectful to me. I'll probably be one of the most disrespected contestants on there ever in the history of it. I can think of some of the shit he would say to me because I've been knowing this guy. And boy, some of the shit I would say to him, woof, because I know this guy. Yeah. I tell you what, I could easily be the second coming of Paul Mooney, which is why that documentary did so good. It's definitely my favorite comedic writer of all time. I could be even more disrespectful than Paul Mooney. I'm just gonna tell you, unless it's your own platform, they don't want comedians like that. Period. And the black community is not gonna hold you up. They're not. Said white jokes are hilarious. Trump is my favorite white joke. Biden is a close second. People don't really usually, well, Trump does take jokes that could be pointed out as far as white people. Biden, not necessarily. Biden, most of his jokes is just about being old. Trump, yeah, it's a lot of people coming at him with some anti-white jokes. But they just the way the industry is, they don't really get ahead. Well, they suppress white jokes. They don't really get ahead. And that part of it is racist. That's a part of it is racist. In its purest form. Oh, Solo. You said my favorite battle rapper is Ars. Yeah, Ars disrespectful, man. Ars, man, disrespectful. Yeah, what Patrice figured out, and what you do figure out is that it's a craft to it. It's an art to it, right? It's an art that a lot of people, I ain't gonna lie, a lot of people that I built this page with wouldn't get it. And what I mean that art to it is that you can tell all kinds of white jokes, but you need to equal it out. You need to do some jokes about your own folks. I like to do 1 and 3. I'll do 1 joke about my own folks, and I'll do 3 jokes about white people. Then I'll do a joke about my own folks, and I'll do 3 jokes about white people. And it's like, I know when I first started this page, I got a lot of Hotep people on here. And those are some, I ain't gonna lie, those are some of the worst people to do comedy in front of, because everything is a message to them. It's one of them dudes. Yeah. Everything is a message to them. Hold on, I don't even like this motherfucker looking at me. Hold on. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah, I like to do 1 and 3. I'm gonna say Richard Pryor kind of started that. He was like kind of the one that started that, the back and forth. Paul Mooney didn't really do that. Paul Mooney was just like, the whole joint was really uplifting blacks, and it was like going at everybody else, which is the way we all would like to tell jokes. But see, they went after Paul Mooney, stole from him, didn't give him credit on anything, just tried to destroy him for that reason, right? But the point I was making with that is Patrice O'Neal was also good at that too. He can really do some anti-black jokes, you know. But when he went on them anti-white jokes, man, he necessarily wasn't as good as Paul Mooney at it. But yeah, he can fuck him up pretty bad. Nobody was better than Paul Mooney. And see, a lot of Hotep people, like I had some Hotep dudes get mad at me because I didn't give Cat Williams special an 8 out of 10. And it's like, you ain't on code. And it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? If it ain't funny, I'm not gonna give him an 8 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10 just because he black. That ain't how comedy work. If the special is mid, it's mid. But I ain't gonna lie, them Hotep people can be the worst people to do comedy in front of, because everything has to be a message. It's not about being funny. I don't know, these motherfuckers want you to preach, to go on stage and preach Hebrew Israelite on stage. It don't make no sense, man. Like, what's happening? My Chinese wife and I went to the beach to see we was thinking bad. She asked why the ocean smells so bad. I told her it's because it's the Indian Ocean. I'm gonna have to say I like that joke, and that is more of a joke that is for like Southeast Asia. It's some clubs that don't even allow them in there. Yo, let me tell you something. When you talk about Thailand, it ain't too much racism. You gonna go out here. If I went to America, motherfucker told me, man, Thailand is racist, I'd be like, you a lying motherfucker. If they was Indian, I'd be like, okay, you on to something. I got that joke, and I think it's funny. I I think it's funny. That's just me. And yeah, if you've been to Asia, yeah, it's a lot of places they're not even allowed in, like, straight for that and for other shit. In fact, man, let me shut up. They starting to make laws out here to make it hard for them to kind of come out here, because they've been causing problems similar to Russians, but not as, I don't know. Indians been causing problems, man. Dave is kind of getting there as well. Too political is a frequency that comedians slip into like quicksand. Well, what he's doing is he's going out just trying to pass messages. He already put in work. His legacy is already established. He can't do nothing to make his shit better. All he can do is kill his legacy now. He can't do anything to make his legacy better. He's just going up there getting his messages out. He'll just go up there and just tell a story and there won't be no punchline to it. And I get where he's at. I get where he's at. He worked hard to get where he's at. And I'm talking about on stage and off. Oh, thank you. Yeah, you can take. On stage and off, he's worked very hard to get where he's at. So I feel him. If you don't want to get up there and tell jokes, I feel him, you know. I agree with a lot of the messages he's putting out there, but I still think he's working for them folks. I still think whether he knows it or not, what he's doing is actually gonna be the end all be all of freedom of speech with comedians. He's burning a trail path behind him to where, and you know, I don't know him personally. I met him a couple times, but I do know them comedians on their level. They can be assholes like that. And what they're doing is they're trying to do something to where nobody will be able to come after them and do that. You know, so some of y'all still talking about the Indian joke. Yeah, it's that bad. Yeah, it's that bad. Y'all don't feel it in America because, you know, everywhere ain't as hot as it is here, but they be out here and how many jokes I made about them not wearing, y'all don't heard me make about them not wearing deodorant. They come out here in the sun, it's hot as fuck. They don't wear no deodorant. And when I tell you, when you put that, my smell is not even that great sometimes. You can taste it. The smell has molecular form. It's a mist. You can even open up your mouth sometimes. The shit will go, you're like, oh, that's when you start to gag. That's when you start to gag. They be in this hot sun, they don't wear no deodorant. I'm gonna say there's a big group of well, we talking about it now. They don't wear deodorant, they don't believe in deodorant. But there's a big group of workers out here, women workers out here that do not mess with Indians at all. Period. I've never been on no dating app out here and seen no group of people. I don't deal with this guys or these guys only, that guys only. The only ones I saw was Indians. They'll be like, no Indian, no Indians. There's they also got a group of women out here that deal with them because they charge them way more. For like, if they was gonna charge a regular person 2,000 baht, they'll charge the Indian 6,000 baht because of the smell. And that's why Indians, sometimes it can be so hard for them to get whatever. If one of them find one, they'll pay them extra if they're willing to do everybody. That's the thing they get down. They'll all go out. It'll be like 4 or 5 of them. They'll all go out and try to find one. And they'll be like, yo, we'll pay you like 20,000 baht. And they'll be like, I don't make generalizations about groups of people that can affect their ability to get jobs. It's just jokes. I'm not saying this shit at no interview or nothing like that. It's just jokes. But I'm also tell you like this, man. Half these people that we talking about here, they don't like you. I don't know what you are, man, or you know what some of y'all other folks are. I think you black, but these Indians don't like you. That's why a lot of people, such as myself, are so passionate about this Kamala Harris and black shit, because we know these people don't like us. There's no way that if Kamala Harris wins, that you're gonna have black people celebrating and Indians celebrating. That's how it is. And really what it is really some black women want their turn or their chance, and it's like This woman was not well put together as Obama. That's what the problem is. I want black women to have, you know, a shot at the White House, but I don't think this is the one. She was not as well put together as Obama, and Obama clearly had an African father. It's clear. It wasn't no, oh, well, da 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 da. Like, he clearly had an African father. Where her is just a lot of bullshit attached to it, and she didn't really have no policy, so they came in like, okay, support this black woman, and it's like, where? So the whole thing with Kamala and all that is black women want their shot at the White House. And really what it's starting to get down to is I'm starting to realize, as foul as it is, it's not it's not really to have like some type of political power. It's really to fuck us over. Everybody wants to be in control of us. Everybody wants to be able to tell us what to do. I'm talking about black men. We are some of the most masculine alpha males on this. Some people, I'm not going to say them, I can't really call them alpha males because everything is handed to them. They ain't never really went through nothing, like never had to go through a whole system against them and fight through that shit. That's not alpha male to me. If you get handed everything to you, right? With us, like we done fought through all of that shit. We're some of the most strong-minded people on the planet, period. Which is why these people are so afraid of us, which is why it's 3 or 4 of us talking, they call the cops on us. Because it's how mentally, even white people will say some racist shit to you, which in a way they sort of have a point. It's some horrible shit to say, but they sort of have a point. You ever heard a white person say, I've heard them say this to me. They have said this to me a couple of times. I don't like it when they say it, but I think they own to something. But they're like, you know, you come from a group of people to where all the weak ones, they killed y'all. And the only ones that were allowed to live were your strong ones. So you have a strong background because all the weak slaves got killed. I don't like them saying that, but it's something to that. It's something to that, you know. With Kamala, she don't really have none of that in her background. She just has a pigmented color of skin that is similar to ours, right? And she has the support of all these black women because they want someone that similar to them in the White House. I'm going to tell you this. She does represent modern black women. Modern black women are like Kamala. When you go to New York and LA, modern black women are like her. Most of them are with white dudes. Even that dude in Atlanta said it. He said these black women are bringing white men here and they're footing the bill. They're like her. So a lot of them want her to be in office. There ain't nothing you can tell them that she don't really represent them because they don't care. Because they gonna talk that shit and they gonna use it to talk shit to you as a black man. They ain't gonna do nothing to white dude. They gonna be trying to date them just like that Brianna chick. That Brianna chick from The Hill, they gonna be trying to date them. They not gonna use none of that power against them. They gonna be using talking that shit to us. And I tell you what, not on an individual basis, because I find people I relate to in each group individually. I got friends that are white, you know, of course I got some black women friends and all that, but as a whole, I think it may make me turn. I think it because there's nowhere in the history of black America where black men got on power and used our power against black women. If this woman gets in office and black women use that power against us, I'm gonna turn on y'all. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm gonna turn on y'all. You don't want my wrath either. I'm gonna turn on y'all. I'll be worse than Kevin Samuels. I'm gonna turn on y'all. I'm gonna turn on y'all. Anything foul nigga can do, I'm gonna do it. I'm telling you that right now. Anything, if it becomes talking about being a passport, bro, I'm gonna become that. Niggas, get out of America. Go find you somebody else. Nah, man. We're not allowing that. We're not allowing that. Already enough has been done. A lot has been done. There's niggas that can't go nowhere because of child support. Nowhere. I'm telling y'all right now, if this woman get in office, that's one thing. But if it starts to become a culture because she's in office, that black women is going to use that power and talk down to black men and shit like that. I'm not about to be no feminine ass black men. I'm fighting back. I will become the worst nightmare that they ever thought of because we have never done that to them. And we don't deserve that from them. And we're not weak. We ain't weak. At least y'all can be weak. Maybe y'all can be them gender ambiguity niggas. Not me. I ain't weak. I'm not going out like that. We help build them up more than anybody. Why do we gotta be an enemy? If they do that, I'm telling you right now, I'll put everything on it. I'll be their biggest enemy. They can come take my page. They can come take my page. I'll be worse than Kevin Samuels. We don't deserve that. We don't. And we going through enough already. We going through enough already. I'll talk everybody to getting a foreign wife. I'll get out of America. I will go around this world showing you how these women are. I ain't been doing that. I ain't never came on here and told y'all this shit is better than American women, better than black women, because it ain't. I know some places that are, and even if they aren't, I'll make it seem like they are better. Enough is enough. Real talk. Enough is enough, man. Enough is enough. Mark my words. If they get in there, prepare for a shift on my page. It ain't just Kamala winning. That's not it. She can win. Okay, that's good. But if they switch on us and if they use this power against us, we all got to band together. We all got to band together. And I'm going to do my part. On my YouTube page, I'm going to do everything I can do. Maybe y'all niggas is weak. I'm not weak, man. I'm not weak. And I ain't no simp. It ain't my job to take people's shit. It ain't my job to take the women of my culture shit either if they want to get like that. Warning y'all. You can't show me anywhere in history we did that to them. Can't show me anywhere in history we did that to them. This is the thing. We don't know. Look, whatever you think the numbers are, get that out of your head. We don't know what the numbers are. We don't know who's actually winning. We don't know none of this shit. They both lying. She might be ahead. She might be behind, but we don't know. We don't know. I'm good with my Black American man. Not shifting to another race. Good. Who wants to do that? But I'm staying with my black men. I'm sort of, well, I'm not with black men. I'm sort of like that with black women. I mean, I fuck outside of my race. I've had many women either want a baby or get married. Shit, the last woman I had here wanted a baby, and I was like, I ain't gonna be able to do it. I ain't gonna be able to do it. But I've had many women outside of my race want a baby. I'm not going through this story again, but the best female friend I've ever had in my life, that where the shit went past sex, was with a white Jewish woman. I had some of the times of my life with that girl. We were friends, you know, but I couldn't do it because not only was she a nymphomaniac, it's just I just couldn't take how not only her being a nymphomaniac, but me being unapologetically black. I couldn't take how that would look. And there's a lot of niggas that would tell me, well, you cheated yourself out of something. And they lightweight, lightweight not wrong. They lightweight not wrong. I just couldn't do it. And whether they was wrong, they not wrong or not, if it ain't sitting well for me inside, I'm not gonna be a good husband. I'm not gonna be a good father. That's just the serious of it, because they're not lying. The niggas that told me that, like, yo, you cheated yourself out of, you worried about what other people think. You missing out on love and this and that. They had sort of a point with that, taking away the fact that she was a nymphomaniac. That probably was a bigger part of it too. But another part of it too was she wasn't black. There's another part of it too. Said you feel like if she wins though it's rigged. Nah, man, that's that shit. Look, Donald Trump. And see, this is the problem. This is the problem. What he's doing and what he did is some coward shit. It's not manly. And that's the shit I'm talking about. How some people, I can never include them as some alpha shit. Can't. What he's doing is he's trying to make sure if he loses, it's going to be all hell that break loose. He just can't lose like everybody else. He just can't lose an election. It has to be something wrong. I got cheated out of it. He's already setting that shit up, man. And they doing shit. They really doing shit to make it seem like that. They lit on fire a bunch of ballots somewhere. I didn't read it. I just saw the headline today on CNN. They found 3 ballot boxes set on fire. They doing shit on purpose. So where if they don't get the results that they want, it's gonna be all hell breaking loose. And that is not masculine, man. Cheating, they all cheating. He cheated in the 2016 joint. He talked about all that Russian interference they had. He cheated. So he got out cheated. That's even if they is cheating. He got out cheated. So what? So what? So what? You can't tell me what he's doing is manly or masculine at all, because it's not. It's not manly and it's not masculine. But he's setting it up to be some shit like that, man. He's setting up to be some shit like that. Do I think it's rigged? No. I think whoever wins, that's who's supposed to win. First of all, I'm not double-minded on this shit. This is all fun and games we having. This is all fun and games we having. I think this shit is selected, not elected. You can't think both of them are true. Either you think this election shit is real, or it ain't. I don't think none of this shit is real. I think they create scenarios and they create problems to get the result that they want. They look at how they want shit to be, and then they'll create the problems to get it how it is. So whatever happens on this election is them going after results they want. But nah, I don't be thinking this shit is rigged. Not at all. I don't. Now all of a sudden, after all these years, all these elections are being rigged because he lost. The fuck out of it. If that ain't the most weak beta male shit I've ever heard in the history of elections, all of a sudden, you ain't heard nobody talking about this shit being rigged. All of a sudden this nigga lost an election. All of a sudden we having a problem with elections being rigged. Man, that's weak, man. That's weak. That's weak. Said Democrats and Hillary held up counting in Pennsylvania. Nigga, Bush cheated the elections in front of everybody. In front of everybody. And still Al Gore didn't complain. In front of everybody. He went to a black district in Florida and did and they put a roadblock on there so some people couldn't vote. And guess what happened? All they had to do, they had a whole congressional hearing. All he had to do is side with the blacks that said they was treated unfairly and their vote wasn't counted. That's all he had to do. He wouldn't even side with them. He basically said, fuck what they saying, I lost. Look it up. You ain't got to listen to me. Google it yourself. Look it up. All of a sudden now he losing. Now all of a sudden we just have a problem with all these rigged elections. Miss me with that. Nigga, you lost. Miss me with that, man. That's what I'm saying. That's why some people, I can't never include them on no alpha beta shit. Because it's like just the way they act. It's a lot of people that try to say that this man is a beta or alpha or some shit like that. Get out of here. Nigga can't take a loss. Then he about to have people storm. They're going to storm Capitol buildings again. They're going to have to get the National Guard out there. They have to get the National Guard out there. They're going to storm buildings again. Democrats will bring down blacks again. Look, we the epitome of this country, man. Ain't no, but that's part of the whole thing of getting in office is bringing down black people. If you're not willing to bring down black people, they probably ain't gonna let you in there. That's just part of it. Some of y'all acting like the Republicans gonna get in there and it's going up. Let me tell y'all this, because I notice a lot of y'all out there. And then I'm gonna probably get ready to end this shit. Think about what I'm gonna do an upload on next. Damn it, I lost my train of thought. I got 10 thoughts going on at once. Let me see. Let me read this. I think somebody read. Let me read this comment again. Think about what I had to say. Damn. Maybe it'll come back to me. maybe it'll come back to me. But yeah, we only got a little bit of time left. They lose, you're gonna have to get the National Guard, point blank period. That's why I'm kind of holding off. I kind of wish I was back home right now. Kind of just a conversation with you. I don't understand what they talking about. I'm just gonna forget whatever thought I had. I'm just gonna forget it is what it is. I got too many thoughts going on right now. I'm about to end this soon anyway. Yeah, it ain't that much time left. It's like a week past 8 votes. I'm voting for Jill Stein. I'm gonna do Kamala Harris though, friend or foe. My vote is going in New York State, so my vote ain't gonna count anyway. New York State is hands down gonna be Kamala Harris, point blank period. I would have voted for Kanye West, but he ain't running this year. Cornel West, this is what I was gonna say. There we go. I knew it was gonna take me a minute. What's what I was gonna say? I noticed it's a lot of my folks that want to talk about reparations and then talk about Kamala Harris. She don't support that, and then bring up Trump. You guys are goofy. I'm gonna tell you like this goofy. If you're talking about, this is what it is. I'm not because I already had this in my personal life and I shut it up because it's like, all right, we gonna talk. We gotta have some logic in it. Gotta have some logic in it. What my boy C. Davis said, logic equals masculine equals logic. It has to be some logic in this. I do agree with that. It has to be some logic in this. And y'all was like, okay, Kamala Harris and her reparations. She never said she didn't support reparations or whatever. The truth of the matter is none of us believe her, even if she did say. But if you're talking about supporting Donald Trump, you're voting for Donald Trump. What you're saying to me and the rest of the world is for right now, we don't need to focus on reparations. These next 4 years, we just need to not talk about it and just need it. It can't be our focal point this next 4 years. Maybe down the line, we can focus on against reparations. But when you're saying you support Trump and you're voting for Trump, what you're saying, whether you want to admit it or not, because some of y'all is feminine. I'm talking to y'all men. Some of y'all is feminine. So y'all feel like whether y'all admit it or not, it is not the truth. No, fuck all that. That's that feminine shit. No, fuck that. It ain't no logic in that. That's feminine as fuck. When you're saying you support Donald Trump, what you're saying is we just gonna forget about reparations totally the next 4 years because there's no shot in it. You're not gonna pull off that shit with me that you pro reparations, you want reparations, but we need Donald Trump in office. Shut that shit up and go sit over there with them dumb loony bitches. That shit don't make no sense. It's goofy. It's goofy as fuck. That's one thing that me and Lucas agree on. Is that you can't be talking about no Donald Trump and then coming out and saying, oh, reparations for all. Shut the fuck up. What you saying when you talking about Donald Trump, you saying we need to put reparations to the side for these next 4 years. That's what you supporting. Fuck all that shit you saying. You supporting no reparations for these next 4 years. These niggas over here talking stupid like I'm supposed to play stupid like them. Okay, you don't believe in reparations. That's fine. What that's supposed to make somebody mad? Especially on my page. You ain't supposed to support reparations. If you don't look like me or whatever, you on my page. You ain't supposed to want nobody like me to get ahead. What's that supposed to do? Supposed to get somebody in their feelings? I don't think I think when they give it to us, it's gonna be the end of the country anyway, because that's the kind of people these people are. And it's gonna be a trap. Because it's gonna be the point where it's gonna be the end of this shit. And they're gonna talk about getting people money when you're really supposed to be getting the fuck out of there. It's gonna be a trap. It's gonna be a trap. But I'm not looking for reparations or none of that. I hope for it to happen. But I'm not banking on it. I'm not banking on it. These people are liars, man. People are liars. And the whole point of America being made is that we don't get ahead. That's what Lincoln said. Lincoln had to beg them motherfuckers to take slavery. Like, look, y'all think I want these people to make it? I don't want these people to make it. That's what he said. He said, do the Dems. Well, and this is another thing I'm talking about. Like, at least the Democrats are talking about it. And in California, do you know how that bill didn't get passed? Them coons. Them coons. Look, they manufacture coons in California, in LA area. That is the house Negro manufacturing factory. That's where they cultivate them. That's where they teach them. That's where they give them power. All they had to do was introduce the bill. They didn't introduce the bill. Now them California blacks, they need to do everything in their power to get them out of office next time. There should be no reason why they're in office after that. But that's on the black Californians there. I'm not moving there just to help them niggas. I'm not moving there just to help them niggas. But at least they're talking about it. You're not going to convince me a group of people not talking about it is better than a group of people at least talking about it on that topic. On that topic. You're not going to convince me that. That sounds goofy. It does. I'm just going to be real with y'all. You can't tell me that people not talking about it is going to do a better job with reparations than people that are talking about it. You can't. All you can tell me is that it's not going to happen and I don't really want to worry about it right now. That's all you can tell me if you're talking about fucking with Trump. That's the only thing that would make sense. Anything outside of that don't make no sense. He said, I'm not black, but my friends are, and they're voting Trump because they don't trust Kamala mainly. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. You, Shane, you're not supposed to support reparations because your people already got that. Your people ain't work. Your people got free land. You got the GI Bill. Y'all just go in the fucking army, do paperwork and shit like that. Y'all get multiple properties, no down payment. Y'all was going to the Midwest, bringing paperwork saying y'all Indian with blonde hair and blue eyes and getting land, getting acres of land. Why would you want somebody to get something anywhere close to that? Why? That only makes sense for you and your people to stay on top. Why in the world? Only thing that y'all, what I don't like about y'all, well, that's even worse. Mexican, Japanese, and all that. Yeah, that's even worse. You really don't have a history of your history is not based in America. You're not American. Your history, you have as far as with America, your history is an immigrant history. To be honest with you, your opinion on reparations don't even really count because this shit was shit that we had going on before y'all even got here. The Mexican part, y'all lost the war, right? We had to build the country. Y'all stayed at y'all country all the way into the 50s because they was hanging people that wasn't white. Y'all saw that and y'all was afraid. Y'all waited till we did everything that we can do to make sure everybody can get in. Then y'all came in here by the tons. So I'm glad you said that because which makes it even better, easier to tell you, don't nobody care about how you feel about reparations because it's really none of your business. And that's just being nice. It ain't got nothing to do with you. It's yeah, but you're a post-American. You came here after the shit was built. You didn't build this shit. You came when the house was already there. This is some shit that happened way before you. It ain't really none of your business. It's really none of your business. And see, he says he's Japanese. They burnt them motherfuckers up like fried rice and then gave them reparations. They burnt them up like fried rice and then gave them reparations for that. And then one of them will come over here and tell us that we don't deserve reparations. And what you do is you just don't let them make you mad. Because like he said, they don't have no history here. He don't, like, he shouldn't even have no say about it because it's not none of his business. He said it's like seeing two people fight and then going in the same room making a decision about them. Yeah, right. Like, and so you got to look at it what it's going to mean for other communities. If we got something like that, it's a wrap for these other communities because you know why? These communities move in our neighborhoods. Once we start getting bread, they ain't gonna be to compete. We'll open up our own crab boil. We ain't going to their crab boil no more. We'll open up our own soul burrito food. We ain't going to, especially maybe not the Japanese, but the Mexicans, how they talk bad about us. Nigga, man, let us start building our own shit. A nigga won't even go to a Mexican joint anymore. Period. So there's no reason why somebody outside of our culture would want this shit to happen because it's gonna dampen their culture. Now, I didn't say, well, okay, maybe I didn't mean to imply you said you don't deserve it. You said you don't believe in it. To me, that's just as powerful as saying we don't deserve it. Don't believe in it. I don't believe they should have gave them Japanese reparations, and that's for real. They went on there, they bombed Pearl Harbor. They knew that we was coming up with a nuke. They should have went bomb Pearl Harbor. Went up there and fried their ass. Then they made their descendants work. They made their descendants work over here. Hey, that's just the spoils of war. Period. That's the spoils of war. But anyway, I enjoy these conversations, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all too much longer. I think after a while you start to get to beating the dead horse. And we done talked about a lot on this live stream. We have. Another one I appreciate. I appreciate you, Shane. I need people from all cultures over here. I do. I will hope to have people from all cultures over here on my page. I don't want to sound racist, but Japan is one of the places that's next on my list of visiting. Straight up. I don't want to sound racist because, like, okay, you talking to somebody that said they got the Japanese in them. It's like, hey, I want to go to Japan. The angel, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Anyways, y'all, let me see. Oh, I got the water behind the camera. I've been having this water here this whole time. Let me see if it's hot. Nope. Kept my phone. Yeah, it kept my phone cool. Last time I did this, my phone got too hot and I had to I got my phone got hot and I had to shut it down. Matter of fact, before I shut this down, let me get my bill. Might as well get my bill first. Ugh. It's pretty good. Let me see what it's 87. I'm in a shade. Mr. I like speaking they shit. Mr. Hong Kong was better. Hong Kong and China, or outside of China. Okinawa is dope. That's Japan. I'm not familiar with the cities. I do know Hong Kong is like a territory in China, though. I don't know. They have something going on with the British. Like, it's part of China, but it's not a part of China. Man, them white folks came over there, fuck a lot of shit up, man. Fuck a lot of shit up. Talk about separation, boy. They go somewhere, it'll never be the same again. Never the same again. Now you got 3 different territories. One of them got nukes. One of them don't got nukes. One of them got making supercells or super chips. Now they want them gone. Now they want to take that. Like, this shit is just crazy, man. You said I'm a subscriber. I just like to listen to you rant. Hey, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Oh shit. Yeah, I do be ranting sometimes. I you know, if my internet sucks up and I'm trying to get who they got for the internet, but then again, I'm probably about to move. My internet in my apartment sucks. The reason why I say that is I want to do more of these live streams where I actually bring y'all on and we can talk. Giga Dad. Said, you don't think white people made fast projects and progress in areas that were behind? Man, I don't give a fuck about that, man. I don't. There's no excuse for some of the shit that they did. And technology, listen, man, technology is becoming the end of us. Technology ain't all good. I don't know why people like saying shit like that. Like, people are supposed to, first of all, this is not the furthest. Not about to have no bird shit on me. This is not the furthest we've been as humanity. We had more technology than this. This that bullshit they teaching y'all that they got y'all believing, right? You got all them crop cells. They want y'all to believe we didn't have airplanes, so they did that. But they got all these crop cells that you can't even see how the fuck it look unless you way up in the air. Way up in the air. That's what I'm saying. Most of this world is built on lies. They're reacting to the truth that they know, and they got us. It don't make no sense to us because we being fed the lies. This ain't the furthest we've been in technology. It's not. It's not. But look at what all this shit is doing. All this shit is fucking the world up. It is. You said, I think it's racist to assume to know. Of course, like, they didn't discover math. We discovered math, language, all that. They didn't discover that. Even the most popular religion in the world today, that's our religion. They took it. They didn't believe in no Christ, none of that. The motherfuckers believed in Zeus and all these other gods. They saw us the ones in monotheism. They saw us the ones that had one God. And they went in there and they took our religion and combined it with their religion and made Catholics. In Christian religion, you're not supposed to pray to nobody but Yeshua. Nobody but Yeshua and the Most High. They took our religion and combined it with all their gods and made it into another religion. You're not supposed to be praying to no Mary. They turned all the angels into gods within themselves. Man, come on, man. You know how many Catholic chicks I done dealt with? You lose. If I lost my phone, she'll start praying to the angel. I don't know who it is. I've got the angel name. I'm not into that paganism shit. We pray to that angel to find your lost gifts. That Catholicism shit is straight from the devil. That Catholicism stuff is straight up like took the Bible and was like everything the Bible said don't do, we gonna do it. That's all that Catholicism is. That is the first church, Ethiopia. You know, they took our religion and just turned it into some bullshit. Where they literally got people worshiping a white gay dude. Jesus is a white gay dude. Caesar Borgia, he's a white gay dude. Leonardo's, they were touching each other's ass. And some of y'all that's so stuck in these lies, you hear me dog out Jesus and you're like, oh, I can't believe he's saying that. That was never his name. That was never his name. They done got you. So, and don't worry, my mother's like that. A lot of your moms is like that too. They got you so brainwashed that you give more respect to the fake name than to the real name. It's just like that video I played yesterday where that dude said they came near and killed millions of people. And when the people fought back, they called them savages. He said, that's an achievement within itself. It is. It is. Man, let me get this bill, man. Hold on. Let me go get this. I'll be right back. Give me a second. I think I know what upload I'm going to do. May not get a lot of views, but still, fuck it. Got to get myself back into the algo. You about to go surfing, man. I'm kind of jealous, man. About to go surfing, huh? Hey, what's up? Paddleboard?
Yeah.
Oh, you about to have some fun, huh?
Yeah.
Ah, I'm jealous. He said people wonder why their prayers aren't answered because they calling them by the wrong name. Yup. And look, they even take the truth and they even manipulate the truth even more. Like, you know who did that? The Jehovah's Witnesses. Yo, this shit, it's so many layers of lies. There's so many layers of lies, man. Jehovah's Witnesses took that and said, hey, y'all not calling him by the real name. That's not his real name. What's his real name? Jehovah. So then they built a whole religion on that, like lies on top of lies. And then, man, I got into it with these brothers. Me and them don't really talk anymore. But when I was younger, there was some brothers that I was real cool with. They was Jehovah. They weird acting. That's why we ended up, I don't really talk to them that much. But I actually put them on a lot. One of them is like a satellite version of me. When I met them, these dudes were Jehovah's Witnesses, man. And this is when I was younger. And I was going couch to couch and all that. These niggas almost kicked me off the couch because I told them. I said, man, y'all worshiping a white God. God looks like you. And like, man, we don't know if you're going to have somewhere to stay tonight. That's how it was. I was like, all right. I'm just telling y'all, you know. And I'm like, yo, how are y'all involved in a religion that don't allow no black people in it? No black people are part of that. It took them boys maybe 3-4 years to see what I was saying. They just became me. They never came and apologized. They just became me. They became one of them became Hebrew Israelites and a rapper. That's what I was at that time. Never apologized, nothing, just became me. But at the end of the day, I don't hold it against them because I needed a place to stay for a while. Needed a place to stay for a while. So, hey, while I was there, I woke them up. That's what my job is. Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do, and you ain't got to worry about getting the credit for it. You ain't gonna get the credit for it. That nigga show did turn into a Hebrew Israelite rapper. That shit is crazy, man. He never said nothing to me, like nothing. When I met you, using a white god and all that, man. Yeah, Mormons too. Mormons is idiots though. Mormons probably gonna be at the hell's gate, the gates of hell, man. They idiots because they make their religion is based on, whether they know it or not, their whole religion is based on the hatred of actual God's people. Their whole religion is based on the hatred of black people. Straight up. They made a white Jesus religion surrounded by the hatred of black people. Some shit, yo. They very racist. These motherfuckers are Mormons because some white dude, I think John Smith, said that he met Jesus in Rochester. Yo. He met Jesus in Rochester, and I think he met Moses in Syracuse. Y'all think I'm joking? I think I'm joking. I'm not joking. And guess what? One of them folks might have, man, some entities, man. Niggas met demons. That's what they met. They met demons. That's what they met, man. Motherfucker talking about he met Jesus in Rochester and Moses in Syracuse. Idiots. Said Mormons and Jehovah's Witnesses don't believe in Yahshua. Nah, they got some other shit they got going on, man. Hey, I might be in the wrong. I know one thing. Me and them folks ain't gonna be in the same place when this ends. That's one thing I can agree with them on, is that when this is over, hey, maybe I might be in hell. Who knows? I don't think we're gonna be in the same place when this is over. I don't think so. How much? Okay. Christians have done more harm to many in the past, especially the Papal Bull when Catholics originated. Yeah, see, the thing about it is, like I said, what we believe got hijacked. So a lot of this stuff, when they say Christians did this and Christians did that, it wasn't really Christians. It was PFDs. It was PFDs. When you look at who the actual Christians was and the people that originated that stuff, them people didn't do nothing. Them people were about what they talked about. It wasn't suckers, but they wasn't about killing and it was more about defending themselves. You know, but I'm really not a Christian. I'm an Israelite. Where's the difference? I'm not one of them ICIU dudes. I'm not none of them. They hijacked this shit too. Thank you, Kapunka. Oh, you want me to sign? Or no matter? No, I don't need. No, I don't have to sign. It's okay. Okay. All right. Thank you. But yeah, man, those were PFDs that did that. They wasn't like, and that's another thing. They talk about, oh, you got these people talk about, they love saying that, oh, Christianity is because let me tell you what, and I'm not saying this is you, Cake Gang. I'm not saying this is you. Because I do recognize your username, and yeah, I ain't never seen you come with this kind of energy that I'm saying. But a lot of people like to blame Christianity and stuff like that as far as black people and where we are in America. It's because a lot of them are people that want to eat the box, women that want to eat the box, and dudes that want to suck dick. So they make it their whole thing of dispelling this, and a lot of that shit. When they say Christians did that, them people, they took that religion and they knew that's what we rock with. They were never from that religion. These people that did the manifest destiny, these people that built this whole country and Christian, they were atheists. They knew who we were. So they did these like formalities that they didn't even uphold. They didn't even uphold this stuff. They were atheists. They was rummaging each other in the booty and all that, man. They were doing this all the way back in slavery, man. They've been like this for thousands of years. I don't think you can find one of them that's really straight up heterosexual, really. Yeah, they use Christianity as a weapon to dominate and control people, but they knew where we came from, so they knew it would work with us. But see, this is what I got to say about that. Most of these people don't want to talk about Islam and Muslims, who are some of the bearers of the Atlantic slave trade. You ain't got to agree with me. They're doing it still today. They still got slaves today. They still got slaves today. Then you'll start talking to them because they're very prideful, and ain't nothing wrong with being prideful, but it's a fact. Well, they just doing that. No, they're using actual. My fault. Whenever they get to whispering and pointing and talking, that's when I just stop and I just start looking. It's funny, the people that's like that, when you stop and you start staring at them, they don't like it. And really, it's not no problem. All you gotta do is say hi. That's it. Say hi. I say hi back. When they try to do it in secret and shit like that, that's when I gotta look, and I just look at them like how they looking at me. And right, they ain't a sight to look at. Right, Palestine has a district with black people. Right, I don't support they shit. I don't support they shit. They don't even like black folks, and some of y'all are like idiots. Come on, free Palestine and all that. Them Palestinians over there, hang your ass, nigga. People lost, man. You don't know how to stay out of people's business, man. Stay out of them folks' business, man. But yeah, if you want to know what if you want to put it on religion of slavery, you want to know the true religion of slavery is the one that's still doing it today, the one that was doing it back then. It's Islam. It's Islam. Still got slaves today. Still got slaves today. Still. Usury, doing all kinds of shit that you ain't supposed to be doing. You see, I ain't shell shocked. The fuck was that? What was that? What was that? You see, they trying to blow a nigga to bits. No, they trying to blow a nigga to bits. They trying to blow. He set that shit up right there. What is that? That's yours? Oh, all right. What? Trying to blow me up, man? I'll move. No, I'm about to quit this live stream, man. I get out of here. Trying to blow me to bits, man. What was it that exploded? What was it? The boat? But it had to have. Oh, okay, inflatable, okay. It's no paddleboard today. I got you. I ain't move. Y'all the ones that jump. I ain't jump at all. I ain't jump at all. If it's my time, it's my time. He said, don't worry, they're just trying to laugh with you. Nigga, I've been living over here a year and some change. Of course I know that. Ain't nobody over here trying to do nothing. Now, maybe if he was a PFD, I would be thinking something right now. But no, that's just an inflatable boat. Whatever party was inflatable just blew up. I did have to go in there and look at it and be like, okay, let me see if he really tried to let me see if he really tried to set something on fire while I was here. But no, he didn't. Wasn't no type of gas involved in that at all. That's helium and hot air. Interesting. Anyway, I might have to cut that and make that into a short. Because I think I was talking that shit when it was happening. I'm about to have to go back and turn that into a short shit. I think I was on here spitting bars when that shit happened. Shit, that definitely went viral. If that would have been a real bomb, that definitely would have been viral. It'd been like YouTuber on here talking about white people and gets blown to shreds. World star hip hop. Like, yeah, man, when the white people came down here and they be having the Islam, pow. You know what? If I was on my toes and I moved and I cut this live stream right when that happened, that shit would have went viral. That shit would have went viral. He said you look scared. That's a bunch. I'm gonna go back and look at it. I don't think so. I didn't even move. I'm not shell shocked. I didn't even move. I responded to it late like everybody. Or I responded to it later than everybody else did. I would definitely go back and look at it. I wish I would have cut this stream as soon as that shit happened and made y'all think that I got blown to shreds. That shit would have went viral, man. Then not post on here for 2 days and they'd be like, yo, Moxy dead. They'd have been like, yo, Moxy dead. Didn't come back and be like, I missed the moment. I'm dead serious. I missed the moment right there. I should have just went boom, end, and fell. They'd be like, man, I saw Moxy die last night, man. Did not post and I say nothing to nobody for 2 days, man. I swear to God, I would have had it. Man, I swear to God, the next live stream I would have did, I'll probably have 1,000 people on here. Then make up some bullshit story on how I survived the explosion. Man, people blow up like that on YouTube. They probably would have found out months later when they would have found it. Somebody would have got footage of that shit. He said, bro, jumped out his soul. I don't think so, but I'm going to look at it. Even if I did, I mean, so what? Okay, shit sound like a bomb. Like, okay. I don't think I did, though. I don't remember jerking or none of that. I might have jerked, but I don't remember what you talking about. I might still try to turn that into a short. Man. Fuck, I missed the moment to go viral. Should have cut the clip, man. You said Hassan. Oh, you said Hassan Campbell. Yeah. I know you busted my chops. I'm gonna try to turn that into something, man. I missed my moment though. That was a good moment. Oh shit. Anyways, man, they blowing things up. Said rock your snot box. I should have did that shit, man. It's been all kind of YouTubers talking shit about me. Yeah, y'all remember that boy Moxy? He was over there talking that shit. They blew him to shreds. Nigga not even dead or nothing. They blew him to shreds. He left America just to go somewhere else and get his snot box rocked. They turned his TV off. I can't drink this shit. It'll turn into tea. It'll turn his TV off. Then I would have came back on a live stream a week later in all white. And I would tell the story how I touched the garment of his, how I touched the end of his garment in all white. I would tell the story how I went to heaven and came back. I went to heaven and I came back. And on the right side of the Lord, I saw O.J. Simpson. No, let me stop talking shit. I had fun with y'all. Anyways, y'all know how we like to end our live streams over here at Moxy Approved, right? Let me see if I can get down to where I need to get down to. Where we at? Okay. Y'all know how we like to end our live streams over here on Moxy Approved, right? With that water. I'll see y'all here next time on Moxy Approved. Careful of them bombs, y'all.
What's up with y'all? Moxy Approved, tune in and get what I got. You hearing me right off the block. Timberland boots with the socks, right off the stage. Laugh it up, I got the Mox, keeping it real on my pop. Gotta subscribe, like it, believe it, it's hot. Moxy the mob with it, I'm going live, let them vibe with it. Grew up with y'all, guess I'm like stuck with y'all. Yeah, what's up with y'all? Grew up with y'all, guess I'm like stuck with y'all. Yeah, what's up with y'all? Grew up with y'all, guess I'm like stuck with y'all. Yeah, what's up with y'all?